Valentine's Day and happy Wednesday. Happy Vanderpump Day. Happy Krista and Blender Face Day. Yeah, Vanderpump Rules. Nobody's here yet, but I got to get on Instagram real quick because I forgot to do it. So, welcome to This is Reality. Yeah, this is me. I'm Reality. I'm Krista Marie. Reality of Krista Marie. This is Who's Starting On podcast, but I do all the other shows, Housewives, and all that, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if you're listening on the podcast side and you want to see the crazy in person, you can do that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with the Housewives and all the other Bravo shows. And you can watch this crazy live. And yes, so all of my audio that you're listening to, I create live. And I have a live chat going. I am live on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Instagram. And I'm getting on Instagram right now. Hold on. Sorry. I don't see anybody in the comments yet. But if you hear me talking to myself, I'm really not talking to myself. I have a live chat going. I usually do have a panel come up. If people call in, I'll drop the call link a little bit. But I don't see anybody. So I'm going to give it a little bit. No, that's not the thing. Okay. Stream key. But I got to put on my Instagram. Hey, Q and DJ. Thank you for being here. I'm just adding my Instagram real quick. I'm sorry. We're going to talk about Vanderpump. It was a kind of, people keep saying filler episodes. I don't know how much longer we can keep saying that. DJ, I want to drop the link in case you guys want to come up because let me put the thing in here. I don't know what to do with this show. I love the show. I mean, this is a little bit more interesting. I cried actually when Sheena and Tom saw each other because I'm such a fucking weirdo. So let me make this go live real quick. Sorry, I'm such a mess. Why don't you go live? Live. Hello. There it is. Okay, it's coming. Instagram live, is that you? Okay. Am I live on Instagram? I hope I'm live on Instagram. I think I am. Okay, now I am. All right, so yes, I'm live on Instagram now, guys. And hi. Yeah. I usually wait for people to get here, but that's okay because maybe nobody's showing up. But yeah, so this is Vanderpump Rules. First couple notes I'm gonna get through the episode a little bit, but I would like to just talk about the Sandoval and Sheena of it all. And real quick, well, I guess I could do the episode. The Schwartz of it all. I feel like, hey, Mimir, hello. I feel like Schwartz deserves a pass, to be honest. I'm gonna copy that. Do you guys know, like, not only was his brother in rehab, hi AIM, not only was his brother in rehab, his dad was sick. He thought he was losing his dad. He got divorced. Like, Schwartz went through a lot last year. So, hi, honey. That's not the calling link. Don't do that one. Sorry. Copy. I'm just dropping it just now, just in case the man's calling. And if you do, please don't interrupt me and let me talk. You guys don't, but I realize when I try to edit my episodes to put into the podcast side, not to edit on, but see how many times I curse. I'm not there. I'm like, the panel's there, but like nobody's listening to me. So happy Valentine's Day. I love you guys. I feel better today. Sorry about Monday. I just couldn't do it. Seriously, all this talk of suicide, like with Kyle's show, and then this, it triggers me badly. I feel like Schwartz, yeah. Hey, listen, like I tell my friends all the time, I don't want to know shit, okay? You're not going to have me on a perjury charge, okay? Like, you're not going to perjure me where I got to go lie or I don't recall. I don't want to know. Like, I don't care what you do, but don't fucking involve me, okay? Like, that's the shit I don't like. And that's what, like, with Schwartz. Of course, Sandoval's going to tell Schwartz, right? Why wouldn't he? That's his best friend. For all of them to be like, you need to dump Tom, that's horseshit. I don't agree with it. And Ariana's the only one that has the right to not talk to Tom Schwartz, you know? And Katie's just a fucking literally like a wet rag, or what do you call him? She's like a fucking drag. Like, she's just all the time. Like, if I can't be like me, if I can't be Krista, I'm not here. Like, I'm in my bed, or like yesterday, like the last 2 days, I just rearranged my house and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I just did shit that like I just needed to get my Krista back. And Katie is right, and that's the thing. Me too. But behind closed doors, you best bet I'm telling you how fucked up you are, and stop your shit. You know, like, I don't like what he did to Schwartz, but I can't blame him. It's his best friend. I don't know. You know, Ariana's the only one who has the right to be pissed off and not talk to him. So anyways, the episode was good. It was just, it's like, I feel like all the stuff we've seen this all. Okay, I want to get to the part when I like next week, like when they're in Lake Tahoe. Like I want to see the whole sweat lodge and all that crap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like exactly. And like it kills me when my BFF fucks up, like she just did. You know what I mean? It fucking kills me. I love her to death. And like at times, like I really just can't talk to her anymore. But like I don't think that's short to say. See, there's a lot of things like it would take a lot. Like you'd have like it has to be repetitive. And Schwartz is not a bad guy. And he doesn't like Katie, and I get it. Katie's a fucking drag. She's like a wet rag in your butt. You know what I mean? Like she's just everything is so negative. I guess so. Oh, like when Schwartz and Sandy's was done, she's like, so was it worth it? Like losing your marriage, bitch. He's got 2 fucking restaurants. Like you got to shut the fuck up. Like, thank God it is worth it. By the way, Katie, it was worth it to leave you. It was worth it to leave you. You were a fucking drag. If anybody dragged Schwartz down, it was you. He doesn't have his shorts back because of you, Katie. Like, yeah, I agree. I don't want you hanging out with him because you make him not his shorts anymore. And I like Tom Schwartz. I'm forgiving Tom Sandoval. I know that he has a little bit, right now, what we're watching, he's still like weird. He's still in this like defense mode. And like, he's really just needs to be mad at the situation. They mad at me. They talk a shit. Yeah. Like Tom Sandoval needs to be mad at the situation. He needs to be mad at the fact that him and Ariana couldn't figure out their shit. Neither one of them were happy. They didn't do anything about it. And she knows that. And she knows that he was like, you know, they both know that they were not together. And I'm not excusing his behavior. I'm just saying he needs to be mad at that situation. Okay. That they were pussies and they couldn't figure their shit out. Be mad at that, Tom, because Ariana didn't do shit to you. And she really didn't, you know, like they just didn't figure out their shit. And they just, I don't know. And he fucking cheated. But we know, I can tell that Tom is somebody like he's got codependency. Like he's got to have somebody. He needs that validation, which is so do I. It's strange to me that people are like, think he's not perfect. Like I did think Tom was perfect. I really did. I was such a Sandoval fan. He's half the reason I hate Tom. I hate Jax. The other reason is Jax's mom, the way he treats his mother. And then the way he treated Tom. I just was like, motherfucker. Like wedding season. I call it wedding season when Jax's last season. But anyway, let's get into the episode because I cried at the Sheena and Sandoval when they saw each other. Listen, the show makes me cry a lot because it was my first reality show how many ever years ago where the OC started. I'm so emotionally invested. I used to have dreams that I was hanging out with Tom Sandoval. You know, like on a human level. Exactly. On a human level, like you have to just look, they had a relationship, fucking shit went bad. She said yes to everything. I can't be mad at her for upping her game. She didn't purposely go like, oh, I'm going to get cheated on and and it's ruined her life. You know what I mean? It like really rocked her world. So it's like, if you're going to say yes to everything, Ariana, yes, make money. And that's my thing. And I'm also, before I get into it, I'm also a DJ James Kennedy fan. I think that James is the number 1 guy in the group. Oh, I gotta put a legend up here. I have my allegedly banner. Okay. I think that I think that either Schwartz and DJ James Kennedy are the number 1 guy in the group. Schwartz is a good fucking guy. And you know what? James might have his issues and I don't appreciate, it's not my business. But you know, like not Katie, Kristen can write a book all she wants, right? She didn't say James's name, but obviously that's who she's talking about DV. Okay. I'm obsessed with Allie. I think that Allie has made him a better person. I think that Allie has made him the man that he wants to be, Kennedy. Okay. And I think when Schwartz finds his person, so like whether he was, you know, they would drink and they would get in scuffles. We saw Kristen slap James. Okay. In an argument, a toxic fight. So yes, do I think that he was abusive? I think they both were. Do I think that Raquel was? No. Do I think that he hit Raquel? No. I don't think she did. And if she says this on her podcast, she's an asshole. Because what are you, desperate bitch? Like, what are you doing? You should have went back to the show. I have to get to this episode. But, like, you should have went back to the show. Okay? That's what you really wanted. You should have went back. They would have found a way. Look, they're trying to work her in right now. We can see that they're trying to work her in right now. Okay? They are getting everybody to want to talk to her. And it's like, all right. So the 2 best scenes were, like, those 2 scenes. I cried with the Lisa thing, and I cried with Sheena thing. And only because suicide is very triggering for me. Okay. Like really triggering for me. So I have suicidal ideation. It's called I can't talk. Ideation, whatever. When you think about it a lot, because I did that, I was mentally fucked for a long time. And it's not like I wanted to end alive myself. I just wanted the pain to stop. The mental pain. The just of not knowing like why I felt so broken, but my whole life. But I'm an alien. Turns out, go figure, I'm a fucking alien, Just saying, allegedly. It's hard to live on planet Earth. Like, it's hard. You come here, you're like, damn, this fucking place is crazy. Look at these fucking nuts. Trying to save their asses and here to save the planet, and here they are all fucking fighting. I'm just kidding. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. You got your Krista back. Everybody's leaving. All right, let me get the episode. Okay. So we're back at Shorts anyway. We're back at Tom's house, right? Visit Tom's party. And he's pissing me the fuck off. He's telling everybody about this Kennedy thing, right? About how James just was there. And yeah, exactly. He's in his defensive mode. Look, he's mad at the situation. He's mad at the way it went down. In his head, he just wanted to be happy. So, yeah, it's okay. Like, I can tell you right now, Amy, like, I think that people that are alive, I don't really believe that they talk about it as much. It's more when we talk about it and we think about it, it's because we're desperate for you or whoever to acknowledge the pain, right, and to fix it, and you can't. And we just say that because like that's the like, not that I wouldn't do it. I mean I wouldn't. But I've been to the point where like I just wanted to die. You know what I mean? I just didn't. But and it's not because I talk to dead people. It's just how can I say this? I think, and I'm not going to say it. I just feel like, they say they're in a better place, but they are. But I feel like there's, I'd rather be here at this point. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to this stuff. So anyway, he's telling everybody about what happened with James. Hello. Yeah, awake. It wasn't it? Like, Amy, do you think that he should have brought up Kristen? Because I am not on Sandoval's side. He should have not brought up Kristen. That has nothing to do with what is one does nothing to do with the other. It does. This isn't I did it so you did it. Because if you wanted to fucking Raquel because he fucked Kristen, you should have just said that. Because that's not why you did it. You didn't fuck him over because you wanted to or because you were trying to get back at him. You know what you did was fucked up. Yeah, it is. And I know, like, I don't even know, like, I don't know if my husband got used to it or it's just hard it's hard. It's something just, when we think about it, I understand. Like, I have, the two people that I lost close to me. One person said all the time, and we told her to, and the hardest part is the last time she said it, she did it. Somebody told her just go fucking do it. And we were 5 minutes away. We were at one person's house. We were at her ex-boyfriend's house with her child. And me and Em were in a car getting from his house to her house to get her. And within that 5 minutes, she had found a shotgun. And she did it once. She I guess, to learn how to use it. I don't know if she didn't know how to use it. And then she shot a shotgun, like a hunting rifle. And then like that. And I just, within 5 minutes, like she was like, I'm going to kill myself. I fucking hate my life. But he's like, I'm tired of you saying this, gonna fucking do it. Blah, blah, blah. And she did. And by the time we got to the M Street, it was raining. There was fucking cops everywhere. There was like 20 cops. And then we didn't see an ambulance. And like, we stopped the car. I know I shouldn't talk about this, but we stopped the car and it was raining and we just jumped out of the fucking car and just ran in our socks. We had socks on. She barreled through the cops. No, she did not. She was not going to go see her sister. That was Em's sister, and my best friend. And that's how her and I got close. We were 27, so that was a long time ago, 20 years. Whew, okay, I got that out. But anyway, that day is just like, I swear, I know. And I promise you guys, I promise you. The first one, she was 19. My friend is Jamie. She was 19. She was on cocaine, and we didn't do drugs really back then, but she went to the safe and stole a bunch of money from her parents and her dad's gun because he was a cop, and or not a cop, he was something. Yeah, he was a cop. He's an ex-cop. And with the end of the week, she locked herself in her room and did it. I to this day, I don't know. Like, I know why Nicole did it. Jamie, I feel we were so young. Like, we could have gotten over all the problems we had at 19 are not real problems. You know what I mean? And like, I know, like this morning I was just struggling. I've been struggling with this whole suicide thing. And I don't know if I should be even talking about it, but like, that was what my problem is. Like, it's really hard because I know how it feels. I don't want somebody to do it. I don't want people to think I'm going to do it. But it's like, I've had so many people say it to me. And then like the last time Nicole said it, she did it. And that just never like, and that poor guy, her ex-husband or boyfriend, has her child. She had a 3-year-old. Okay. By the way, she had a 3-year-old. She's like really older. She's older now. She's amazing. Lexi. But, she was so beautiful, man. Nicole's gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous. Like the hottest chick I've ever seen in my life. Like I wish I should show you a picture how beautiful she was. I mean, long black beautiful hair, just not no highlights, not long black beautiful hair. She did her makeup like me. She was just beautiful, like Jersey pretty, just so fucking beautiful. Like I used to say, like she was the most beautiful person I'd ever seen in my life. Like, and like of course on the inside we were pretty fucked up. Like on our outside, she was so fucking pretty, so fucking pretty. Em looks nothing like her. They don't have the same dad. And I don't hate her anymore, by the way. I've let go of that. Like, if you guys don't know from the very beginning, I used to really lose my shit, cry, everything over her when her name would come up. We just went through so much, you know, like, and then she just did so bullshit. God. And then people were trying to reach out to her. God, anyway, back to the show. So anyway, yeah, like that got me when Tom said that. I don't know if he really meant that or not. Like, I don't think he would. I don't know. Because at this point, I don't understand. He must have been away. They were away. So they didn't even see the amount of hate that we were doing. Think about it. She had no social media. So when she goes away, she has no idea the amount of hate she's getting, right? So it's like, I don't know. Okay, good. I didn't like, I don't know. I always jump to stuff like my personal life and somebody says not a good idea, but I don't know, man. Like, I guess because I don't know, when I say things, people are like shocked, but I'm like, I don't feel like it should, like, maybe this that comes out of my mouth is not, I don't know. Like, what do you think? Like, I feel like I nonchalantly say shit, but sometimes I say it because it revolves, what I'm talking about has something to do with my life. Like, I can relate to it. But anyway, I'm sorry. I am going to move on. So yeah. So anyway, we're back with Tom, and he's telling everybody at the party, and I can't stand the fact that he's telling everybody about Kristen's T-shirt or sex with Kristen and DJ James Kennedy, how he used his T-shirts. Like, why are you on this shit, dude? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, exactly. It's like, again, you never once brought up Kristen ever in that fucking friendship. When you were buying the fireworks for his Coachella, hi, kitty cat, you didn't say anything about, oh, I'm going to fuck Raquel one day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you were that mad at him, say, hi, sweetie, sweet. Hi, sweet. Look at my sweet. Look at sweet. No, she never looks at the camera. Nobody ever gets to see her cute little face. We call her Fang because she's got one fang that sticks out like this. Hi, baby kittens. You want to show everybody your face? Show everybody. She's half teacup and half Tupsy. Will you show everybody how cute you are? Come here, my baby lover. Come here, my baby lover. Come here, baby lover. Look how cute she is. Look how cute the little face is. Oh my God, I love her so much. Oh, look at the little baby lover. Hi. She's a baby lover. She has to stay in your lap. Okay. All right. I love her so much. Where's your sister? Sterling Murray. Hold on. Sterling. Where's Sterling Murray? Sterling Murray. Okay. All right. Moving on. They're literally, these are my spirit. These are my, like, literally my they call them support animals. Okay. My cats are my support animals. They should have a support. Look at her. How fucking she's rolling over. They should have some, what are they called? Oh my God. I can't talk. She's just my support kid. They're my support kitties. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Amy, good fucking point. Amy Wheeler, good fucking point. And she says, it's okay. Why don't you, I wish you would call in. You don't have to show your face if you don't want. Yeah, it's okay for some, because you have, like, you and I have these conversations. You have a good, you all do. Everybody has good feedback about the stuff, but like, yeah, good point. And Nima, I like Nima. I used to like Nima a lot. I didn't like the way he was talking about Rachel, but it really was Sheena. You know what I mean? But yeah, why is he talking about it? Like, this is what makes me mad. Hey, go. Hi, I miss you. That's what makes me mad about that. Like, why are you talking about something that happened 10 years ago? Nothing to do with the situation. Like, when Schwartz came over, so Schwartz comes over, he leaves, he goes to Tom's party, right? After, and he's like, Sterling Marie. It's so funny. I didn't even have the Marie part. My friend that gave me the kitten, added the Marie part because of me, because I'm Kristen Marie. Sterling, no, she got her name. I was literally in my phone, and you know how like you type it, and it'll give you, words, predictive text, and the word Sterling came up, and I looked at it, I was like, that's it, that's her name. Sterling Marie, come here, please. Momo, kitty, love, Money, kitty, love. That's her other name. Okay. Definitely was making Sheena feel, yeah. Listen, and I get Sheena's heart. Sheena's got the same heart I do. Sheena's the easiest one to forgive people. And I feel like they're all ready to forgive him. Don't you feel like they're all worried about him? They all are like want to talk to him. And I don't know if it's because of the show, but like, I don't know, man. The fact that he's going around to that party, that made me mad. And then fucking Billy Lee. Billy Lee enters the chat. It's like, I know that you dated him before or I don't know what they're doing, okay? But she needs to stop. She is Ariana's friend too. So yeah, he is about to heal, but you are not there for the right reasons. Now you're living in the house. Like now are you a psycho bitch or what? Like I feel like Billy Lee's psychotic. I feel like she's a stalker. I don't like her. I know it. I don't know that. Like, listen, I don't care about them having sex or whatever. I don't know if he cheated on Ariana, but like, I don't know. She's just annoying. She brings over him a fucking birthday cake, and it's like, what? Sit him down. Maybe she does, and say, look, dude, like Schwartz said, humble yourself. The only person he doesn't owe anything to is goddamn Greg. Fuck that dude. Fuck that partner. Tell me not to come in my own bar, in my own restaurant that I just spent my entire life savings on. Fuck you. Nah. I'll go to my bar if I want. And Schwartz and Sandy's, they weren't down. They're literally, maybe their fucking shit went down maybe for a week. It didn't. Nothing really happened. So like people trying to sit there, oh, they quit. People quit because of that. Like this is crazy. So people will quit Schwartz and Sandy's over Tom Sandoval, the owner, who's never there because he cheated on his girlfriend. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You're all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Anybody that thought that was a thing is stupid. Anybody that thought he should shut down Schwartz and Sandy's, he should sell his piece. Why? Because he cheated? It's not illegal. It's not illegal. It's not a fireable offense either. Exactly. That's the thing. He keeps doubling down on his bullshit. That's why I said I will retract my question of you being angry at Ariana, because I don't like your answer, Mr. Sandoval. And I'll come back later on when you've had some time to think about it and you can give me the right answer. I don't want this answer. I don't want the answer that, oh, you saw how she was. And then tonight you did the same thing. That's exactly what she did to me. But we'll get there. So, yeah. Anyway, fucking Billy Lee. So James is at the bar. He goes and he tells the bar, James is pissed and he has every right to be pissed. He pisses on the bush. Who gives a shit? It was fucked up. Like, he was right, though. He was right to be upset. I'm glad that James walked away. I'm glad that he said, look, dude, we're not doing this. When you're ready, I'll come talk to you. And James was pissed. And he went and he pissed on the thing. But you know what? Tom said in his, because Tom does it, he recaps his own show, and I watch it on Patreon. He said he pisses on that bush all the time. So he said everybody pisses on the bushes. Ew, I hate that word piss. I shouldn't say it. Oh, pee. I don't like that word either. Anyway, so James is telling Ariana, they went to the birthday party. Sheena says she thinks that the friendship meant nothing. It's crazy. And it's like, he's trying to tell everybody that he brought up the Chris and stuff and he hasn't learned anything. We know that. And then, back at the party, obviously, Schwartz is there. He's fucking telling Tom, you need to stop doing that. Especially with James. He owes James an apology. So, then they show the scene with Sheena and I guess they're called the 27s, I think. Really fucking cool ass band, but they do emo night where the girls are doing emo night, and it's cool. They all look hot, and Sheena looked great. She says Schwartz let her down again. I don't know what her thing is with Schwartz. I get it, you guys are friends, but like, why are you making a big deal because he's late to your fucking show? Sheena, I thought it was emo night for you. I thought you were DJing all night. I didn't know that you were having a set and everything. He doesn't owe you that. Nobody even wanted him there to begin with. But I'm glad that Schwartz is not good. But I'm glad that Schwartz is showing up and shit. Because I don't like how Tom put him in that situation. It wasn't his fault Tom did what he did. And it wasn't his fault that Tom let him know. You know what I'm saying? It's like your best friend. Say that's a beautiful friendship. They have amazing friendship. And everybody hates this. This is like the unpopular opinion. But Tom is a good fucking friend. Okay? Tom is a very good friend. He's just a bad boyfriend. And I think he was a good boyfriend to Ariana. What I think happened is his fucking they were unhappy where he was, and he didn't know how to tell her, and that's fucked up because you should be able to do that. And maybe he did, maybe he didn't know. I do not think that he was this person, the person that he's acting like. It's just him being mad at the situation, maybe having some things he didn't know that he had to work on. I do not think he's a narcissist. Please tell me, guys. Please tell me if you think that Tom Sandoval is a narcissist. Let me pull up the definition. Let me pull up the correct definition for you guys, okay? Hey, Siri. Can you please pull up the correct definition of a narcissism?
Narcissism means excessive interest in or admiration of oneself and one's physical appearance.
Okay. Psychologically, selfishness involving a sense of entitlement, a lack of empathy. He has empathy, a need for admiration. Yeah, me too, though. Sense of entitlement, I don't know, maybe. Characterizing a personality type. Okay. So, and arising from failure to distinguish the self from external objects, either in very. Oh, no. Hey, Siri. Can you please give me the definition of a narcissist?
Narcissist means a person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves.
Narcissists who think the world revolves around them. Narcissists preening themselves in front of the mirror. Really? That just sounds like what's it called? When you really love yourself. I thought narcissist. Okay, I don't know. I feel like what I'm thinking. I don't know. I know what narcissist use is. Where the fuck my weed go? God damn it, I can't see. Okay, so I don't know. To me, somebody has admiration for themselves is not a bad thing. Okay, I don't think Tom thinks the world revolves around him. He bought James's fucking stuff. I don't think he's a narcissist because he has empathy. He does. He obviously does. Yeah, I was very proud of James. And you know what? James is the number one guy in the group. Okay? James is the number one guy in the group. I'm going to put that on a thing. I'm putting that out there. James he's the number one guy in the group right now. And I think that he deserves it. He's worked really hard. I think Allie is his person. And oh my God, I can't even see him with Raquel now. Don't you think? It's awesome. I think he's good. And you know what? He was on Watch What Happens Live. And he was so good. He was so good. He looks really cute too. Like I'm telling you. And Allie was there, and the chick from Southern Hospitality was the other person. And it was a really good episode. I can't fucking stand Andy. I can't fucking stand that guy. God, I can't stand him. Oh man, he's horrible. I can't stand Andy. But anyway, that's not the point. Okay. Emo night. So yeah, he's telling everybody Kristen and this is the fucked up thing. So then we get Shorts back there. Okay, we have Shorts at the place, right? Of course, we got Katie. Katie is literally, oh, I don't want him here. Oh, I don't want him. I don't think he does either. I don't think he's a narcissist. I don't. I think what happened was he got fucked up in a situation. I think he was drinking a lot. I think it was more than, I'm going to say this again. He doesn't have to admit it, but I think it was more than alcohol. His whole personality changed. That is not okay. I'm sorry. You don't hide that personality. If he didn't, if he was really this person, they wouldn't still want to be his friend. Sheena wouldn't want to forgive him. You know what I'm saying? So he goes there. Tom's there, and he's again telling everybody what James did, whatever. But they're telling Shorts that he needs to stop being friends with Short. He needs to stop being friends with him, and he's dragging you down. And why would you make him choose? All of you are trying to make him choose. He's not going to not be friends with him. They own a bar together. First of all, they're Shorts and Sandy. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I know. I mean, I can see the characteristics in, the guy that that person in Jersey. I can see the characteristics in Enty. I can see the characteristics in my ex. And they're mind games, okay? It's mind games too. So I don't really think that's gaslight. I don't know. Let me stop talking about that stuff. I'm not any diagnosis person. But my eyes are watering as usual. I don't know. I'm just punch you in the head because you're all over the place. But anyway, so Billy Lee enters the chat. I told you guys that. She needs to stop. I don't know. The confessional, she's like, Tom, Tom's at her beck and call, blah, 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 or something like that. She's at Tom's beck and call. I don't know what the fuck this bullshit is. But he said that he only talked to Raquel once, and he's very upset. He's in love with her. He's very upset. This is the fucked up part. He is in love with her. So guess what? You should have came back to the show because you could have been at a party with Tom. She would have had people to hang out with. Billy Lee would have hung out with her. So he's very upset, and he's like, she was calling me 2-3 times a day. You're gonna knock my stuff over, lady. You're gonna knock my stuff over, lady. She's, and he's very upset. And I'm thinking to myself, why isn't she calling him? I do not think. Yes, James has grown so much. Okay, Q and DJ's channel. James has grown so much as a person over the years. I'm glad. Yes, I'm so glad. And you know what? That's the fucking part that makes me mad. That they want Tamrat and Freddie are trying to say on their two we call them two sluts in a pod, the two losers in a pod, that we saw him hit Allie, and Allie's like, that didn't happen. Allie made them take that episode out. But yeah, Billy Lee's delusional. She's not the one to be telling Sandoval what to do. Like, she's just there to fuck him. So then we have Lala and Ariana hanging out. Or no, it's Katie and Ariana. Okay. Katie comes to the party. After party, Katie's room. My room. This part. So we see Ariana and Katie at Ariana's house. And it's the next day. And she's like, it's very clean in here or something like that. And it's fucking Ann. And so they're ignorantly, I thought this was ignorant of Katie to say, Ann, do you get paid extra to clean up after Tom? And she's like, no. First of all, I know she has a podcast, and now she's Ariana's assistant, which is fucking weird. I don't like her. I don't like you, Ann. I felt bad for you. I think Katie's a cunt, and I think that she was a cunt to you. And it was her, but I don't like you getting a podcast. Okay, who do you think you are? I'm sorry. I'm just going to say that. Who do you think you are? If you wanted to tell your story, you could have just told your story to one of us. Never mind. Everybody should have a podcast, okay? Everybody get a podcast. Why not? If you have something to say, get a podcast, okay? It's not that hard. It's free. Apple, Spotify, iHeart. It's not what you can get paid by them, or you can submit your podcast. They accept it. And there you go. Or you go on YouTube. You put on YouTube. But okay, so everybody get a podcast, I guess. Oh my God, stop doing it. Make me mad. So anyway, they're there, and I just thought it was rude. But anyway, Anne's cleaning up after the party. I don't know. I guess I would hire somebody, but I guess if you're gonna bump my stuff. Oh my God, she's not stuff over. Stop it. Knock it off, little girl. Stay right there. If you want to be in the camera, come on my lap. Come here. You want to be in the camera, come on my lap. You right there, okay? You want to be in the camera. See? You don't love your mom. You don't love your mom. You don't love your mom no more. Stop. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go. So they're there, blah, blah, blah. Katie and Ariana are talking about Sheena's friendship. Oh, fucking bitch, Katie. You're such a bitch. I need to trust Sheena and Disney News. I know that. I know. In her book. I know. And it's crazy because you know what? None of them said this in the meantime. Like, none of them have said this. And look, if he's working on himself, look, I believe they were both toxic relationships for him. They were growing relationships, okay? Maybe they were just his karmic relationships and his, he's using relationship for Kristen. He used Kristen to get on the show, obviously. And look at him now. I know, I don't want to either. Okay, she actually didn't say his name. She alluded to him, but she didn't say his name. But we kind of did. But it's like, we know that's who she's talking about. But anyway, so we get to the part where we watch that part. So anyway, Katie's turning around now. She doesn't want to get close to Sheena. If I were Sheena, I would stay away from Katie. Ariana's your best friend. They might have a sandwich shop together. We don't know. So Katie's just nobody's friend. Katie is never wrong. Think about it. Katie's never wrong, guys. When has Katie ever been wrong? Think about it. When's Katie ever been wrong? In her eyes. In her eyes, she has never been wrong in an argument. That bitch never fucking apologized. I have never seen her apologize. How dare you say, Sheena, you need to trust Sheena? Do you not remember what you did to her first wedding, you bitch? Made fun of her crop top and so she could hear it. Do you not remember blaming her for fucking everything and saying, if this gets out, it's all your fault? This was like years ago. Everything that happened was Sheena's fault. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put my fan back on. I should have put it back on. Katie Cat, you're in a shit on my nerves. So it's like, literally, Katie, suck a dick, bitch. Because how fucking dare you? You are such a cunt to her, and so like her, she should not trust you. I can't stand it, Katie, and I'm so glad that Schwartz left her. She left Schwartz because Schwartz can find something better. Because she is a fucking damp rag, a wet rag, what do you call that when she just drags everybody the fuck down? And I don't want to see who she hooks up with. I don't really give a shit, Katie. I don't even want you there. You know what? Last season you were right. You have no reason to be here. You really don't. I know I'm being a bitch, but I don't fucking like her. And this season is making me this. I thought I was going to like her last season. I did. I felt bad for her and a little bit because I'm like, oh, she just doesn't know any better. She's just an asshole, and she just doesn't know, and she just doesn't have that in her to not be an asshole, you know. And you kind of feel bad for so assholes like that. They're just assholes and they can't help it. And I don't want to say asshole, but like just clueless, not self aware. And you feel bad for them because you know that they don't know any better. And you're like, all right, this poor schlep right here. But that's not like Katie's just a fucking damn brat. She's always like, is this worth it? Sheena, I shouldn't trust Sheena. You shouldn't trust Sheena? Oh my God. Then you did it at her second wedding. Maybe she shouldn't trust you, Katie, because you're talking about it right now. Like, get the fuck out of here. I can't stand you, man. Oh, she's close. I don't like her being close to Tom Schwartz. Tom Schwartz is a good fucking guy, okay? Sorry you don't like him. Sorry you divorced him. Sorry he doesn't fucking like you. But Katie, get off the show. You don't need to be here. I'm sorry. What are you doing here? I know your friends. I can't sit still. Sorry. Your friends at Ariana. I get it. But like the sandwich shop isn't open, and I don't see you guys even being friends. Like, when did they become friends? Like, weird. It's so weird. So like they're not married to the Toms anymore. So it's like, why are you guys friends? And the sandwich shop. Okay, maybe it's gonna run, and it'll. I don't know. Maybe they're friends through that. But again, if you're my friend and you're my business partner, you're not going to treat my best friend like shit. I know, right? I know I went off a little bit. And like, she's such a, oh my God. She's just, anyway. So then we go to the Lisa. Pump closing. I don't really care. I didn't care about that scene. Wolf. We find out about Wolf. Okay. Sounds cool. I love Lisa. I love her. I love her. I love her on the show. Obviously, again, that scene that I'm going to talk about is going to trigger me because it triggered me watching it. Triggered me with Kyle. I think he has. Well, listen, that was 2 years ago too. That was also 2 years ago when he was drinking. I don't believe them. I don't believe them. I trust James and I trust Allie. And Allie said it didn't happen. So, and I think Allie, being an astrologist, she sees that, like, you know, I'm sure she did. James is her person. I'm sure she wouldn't be with him. She she wouldn't be with him. You know, I feel like I need to put my hair back like that or something, right? I need to put my hair back or something. Sorry. Good question. That's a good question. I wish you would call in. Can you please call in? You don't have to show your face. I don't know how she's making money. It's crazy. I wish you guys would call in. I'm obsessed with Allie too. She got so many. She got a standing ovation at Watch What Happens Live last night. Okay. They all were like, you know, clapping for her. But then when they said her name again and they said that she was there, people were standing up when she walked in. It was fucking cute. That is such a good question. How does Katie make money? So anyway, we see Tom and Lisa. Oh, this was heartbreaking. As much as I want to, Lisa's right, so is Tom. Okay. She's right, but he's the way he's acting, but I understand why he's acting that way. He needs to not be mad at Ariana. He needs to not be mad at Sheena. Maybe a little bit. You know, maybe a little bit. Sheena's a little. I'm sticking up for Sheena when it comes to Katie, but Sheena a little on the podcast. She did say a lot of bad shit about Sandoval in her. Am I making excuses for all these people? I don't know. So he gets to there. He gives Lisa flowers, and I think it's, you know, he's bringing everybody gifts. Okay. Amy, you have a granddaughter. Do you know how young you look? You look so young. I thought you have a granddaughter. How, Amy? Why do I think you look so young? All of us do. I think all of us do that. And Q and D, where are you at? Oh, thank God the Lord. Look who's here.
Hello.
Look who's here. Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I was pissed last night.
I need you.
I was really mad last night watching the episode because I don't like what the people are doing. Ariana, who the hell does she think she is to be telling Schwartz that?
Yes.
She said, anything you say will fall on deaf ears. You're a lost cause. Why is he a lost cause? Like, that's not a nice thing to say to someone. And honestly, Schwartz, don't get me wrong, he has his problems, but at least he's trying. Like, he's trying to get the group back together. He's trying to be friends with them. But Ariana, like, they just keep bullying him, and it's not okay. Sheena is hypocritical because I know that deep down she does want to be friends with Sandoval
Yes.
again, but I
Yes.
feel like part of her also wants to be like with the cool girls, like like with the crowd. She wants to
Yep.
benefit from that, so she's gonna have to make up her mind. But I felt bad. I really did, and I'm
No,
not liking Katie and Ariana this season.
we agree. We agree. I'm sick of Katie. She's like a wet rag. She's always a
Yes,
diaper on everything. She's like, oh, okay. She's like a Schwartz and Sandy's when it first opened. She's like, was it worth it? Schwartz, was it worth it to lose your marriage? Looking around like it was like some hellhole or something. Like,
mm-hmm.
it's two restaurants, bitch. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Right. And I feel bad for that guy who had to go on that date with her. Because can you
Yes.
imagine going on a date with Katie? Oh my gosh.
No. I think
She's horrible, but
she is horrible.
um, I
I think
did feel
Kate,
bad listening to Sandoval tell Lisa because I think it hurt Lisa because she has
yeah,
experienced that with her brother. So
cried.
that was really sad. Yeah.
I cried watching that. I actually cried when Sheena and Tom saw each other too. I get really emotionally invested into the show, but I'm also a crybaby. But like,
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
because they've been good friends
did
for
you
a
see
long
their
time.
faces? Their faces. They were so happy to
Yeah,
see each other. And you could see that. She sat there and smiled the whole time. And she
right,
knew it was like, Schwartz didn't do anything wrong, first of all. It's not his fault that Tom told him some information and he's his best friend. He put Tom Schwartz in a bad situation when he
right.
told him what was going on, you know? I think. Like, it's your best friend. Like, I don't think that he needs to leave. What did he do to Tom? What did Tom Sandoval do to him? Nothing. He put him in a bad situation. He wasn't there for him. Schwartz had a lot going on. His dad was sick. His brother's sick. He never complains. Think about it. We never hear what's wrong with Schwartz. And if he knew, he wouldn't.
Right. And like you also got to think about his marriage had just ended. He lost his house.
Yeah,
So I feel like he has a lot of emotions that he doesn't share, but that he's like going through. So
man.
for them to do that was like not cool at all. You know what I'm
No.
saying?
No. Why are you telling him to stop being friends with Tom? That's like crazy. Like, what are you, like, little, like, what are we, 12? Oh, I don't want you to be
Mm-hmm.
friends with anymore. You got cheated on. I'm sorry. Tom is very angry. He's angry at this situation. It's not, and he's angry at Ariana, and I need him to stop being mad at her and be mad at them for not figuring out their shit and breaking up. That's what he's mad at because he didn't have the balls, or they didn't have the balls to break up. He needed emotional, he needs to, that, I guess, validation. And I'm not, yeah, I could put it in Ariana's shoes, but Ariana's not Tom's friend. They were friends, yes, but that's not his best friend. And dealing with Schwartz and her not being friends with Schwartz, I understand that because that's a very close relationship to Tom Sandoval. They can end that friendship. I'm okay with that. But for the rest of them to go, you have to stop being friends
Right.
with.
But you know something that I found interesting when Tom was talking to Sheena at the end. Did you notice how he said Ariana hasn't been as mean as I thought she would be?
Yes.
So I thought, wait a minute, she has. So
Yeah,
the only thing I think like could make it make sense is maybe when the cameras are off, maybe Ariana is talking to him. Maybe they are,
I
up
think
in
they
the
are.
house cuddling, and that's why she doesn't want to leave.
You and I,
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, you said that. I thought that this morning. I
Yep.
swear to God to you, I said, maybe they're like, because listen, I would not be able to live in that house if somebody did to me without having to say, motherfucker. How many, like, I would be wanting to know, and then it would eventually calm down. And they have a, like, it's weird. I think that's so crazy you said that because I thought that. I didn't say it out loud, but I thought that to myself because I'm like, wait a minute. They both love that house, right? They're in so separately that they don't really even see each other, but they could if they wanted to. And I feel like that could be like she doesn't want him to buy her out because she doesn't want him to have the house. But like I feel like it's also hard to move. That's your home, you know?
Right. And like he told
It's
Lisa, I put not just money, but work. So that also has like emotional value. Like when you do things out in the yard or you fix the porch, you get what I'm saying, right? Like
yeah.
it's
Oh
you
yeah,
put a
you put
lot
your
of
foot into it.
effort. Yeah.
I listen, this is me and my husband's house. Like this was his house, right? And I moved in with him, and then we paid a little bit to his dad, and then like he had left it to us, and it needs a lot of work, right? But if I had to, I put so much love into it already. I would have such a hard time leaving. Like I would. One of us, we would have a hard time leaving. And
So
yeah, It's
That's a
crazy.
good question about Amy. She's asking if we think that maybe Schwartz lost his marriage because of Sandoval. I
No.
don't think so. I think Katie is a lot to deal with.
Yes, she's a
So I
lot.
think that with or without Sandoval, sure that might have played a factor, but
No. You don't end your
yeah,
marriage over somebody another.
right. And I don't think that Schwartz is. I think he plays dumb a little bit, but I think he's smarter than what he is than what
He
he
doesn't
makes
like
out to
to
be.
talk about feelings. He doesn't like to talk about things.
Yeah,
He holds everything. It seems like he holds everything, and he doesn't like confrontation. We know that. So I think the biggest problem with Schwartz, Ariana, and Tom Sandoval is none of them like confrontation. That's why they didn't break up. You know what
you're
I'm saying?
right. Ariana doesn't like confrontation because when Schwartz said to her, "You're not the queen of this group. Your ego is, getting so big," she kind of like backed down. You would have expected her to be like, "F you." No, but she kind of like backed down and like kind of stayed silent. So I'm like, yeah, they don't like confrontation.
He doesn't want again. Like, why are you fiery women who are still mad at Sandoval going to come at him and stop telling him to stop being friends with Tom, or you can't come around? Because guess what? Those two guys are probably like the force multipliers of that show. Like they're the ones who are holding everybody. Like Schwartz is the ones who are going to hold everybody together now. I love his relationship with James. I think that James has done a lot of work on himself, and no matter what he did in his past, everybody's fucked up when they're drunk or done some things or whatever. If you've drank before, I don't feel like he was perfect, but I feel like Allie has made him into a great guy. Like Allie's made him work on himself. He's she's a great person and she's a great like addition to this show. And like she was on Watch What Happens Live and they were standing ovation for her.
We're gonna have to disagree on that.
Huh?
We're gonna have to disagree on that.
Why? Oh no.
I think James is a pussy, and I think
Why?
Allie is a robot. And
Oh,
she's the biggest cloud chaser on the show,
oh
worse than
my
Raquel.
god. Do you think I don't say it because I'm not you guys' age or like is that
Maybe, but I could see right through that girl. She is
really?
just in here because she wants to be on the show. Now all of a sudden she has some astrology
Hi,
business. What the hell is that?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. Getting over from the flu.
Oh, that's crazy. I hope you feel better.
Okay,
Ish.
I gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
Why? Where are you going? You got to go for real, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, love you. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay.
My thing about it is, where's Katie One getting her money, or is Shorts giving her spousal support?
Good question. And you know what? And she's going to put a lot of money out to for that for the first the sandwich shop. I wonder if remember when she fell through that thing? She fell through the skylight. She has a scar on her lip on her face.
Yeah,
I think she got money from that.
she probably did, and if she did, she got a lump sum.
Yeah, and I think that's what has, like, held her over. It has to be, and I don't know why they don't I mean, she doesn't really talk about that, but I just thought about that too, like, that's gotta be what it is, and I just feel like she's a wet rag, she's just a downer all the time.
My thing about it is that if the show decided to cancel, and I'm saying if,
Yeah,
what would she do financially?
I don't know. I don't
And
even know, like
also remember they had to sell a house.
yes. So, this is the thing, I don't Tom and Tom should be making bank. With Sando they have 10% of Tom and Tom, which is a brand. They have Schwartz and Sanders, we know is making money, right? I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure it's making money. So, and the show, don't you think that they should be able to afford houses? Or do you
True.
think like why is he getting an apartment? Like why the time I don't know. Like I just
I
find it
think maybe the apartments are a little. I know LA is expensive because I have a cousin that lives out there, and she's like an apartment is a lot higher than Texas.
damn, I think you're right. You know what? And I was like Miami when they said that they spend 45,000 a month in
Ooh.
rent. What the I
Uh.
would I would move. I would move. I would move. It's high where I'm at in Jersey. Like I hear people here spending rent like say $1,800, $2,000 for like a 3 bedroom. That's a lot.
The 2 bedroom that me and DJ have, because we
Yeah.
do have our daughter Dakota, who's a high functioning autistic. For a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, We spend roughly under 12,000.
12, 12, 12,
12,000.
12,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow.
And that's with everything included.
Wow.
Just without the internet and all the other fancy stuff,
Woo!
which we don't need.
Holy crap. Oh my God. Holy crap. Okay. Wow.
That's
I
why my
mean,
thing is where are you getting the money from?
yes. Where's
Because
she?
Shorts has his own apartment. She
Yes.
has her own place.
Yep.
Where's the income coming in from?
I don't. You know what? I'm thinking she's got that. She's maybe she must live off of that settlement. Maybe she's got interest on it or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Freaking question. I wonder. We gotta find that out. But so, what did you think about this scene with Lisa and Tom? Like, I think,
Lisa was being honest.
right.
I mean, she's cut Paige dry.
So, and I think he was right too. I think he's right. Your perception is your reality. What he's perceiving right now is yes, it was vicious. People were so vicious to him and his family. We were look, it was a very strange thing how angry we all were. I mean,
Hmm.
I felt like I was cheated on. I was going after Raquel, and I'm not somebody that's like mean girl like that, you know. And I regret it. I said sorry, whatever. Everybody calm down. You can just go
When
now.
it went down with the whole thing with Raquel, I kind of looked at it like this. It was something that he wanted to try to keep a secret. He couldn't keep it under wraps. He should have just did the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
He
I
needs to
think
be
this
mad.
is what we all, in perspective as humans, we
Right.
all get the wrong idea of, oh, well, if I'm still with this person, then, but I want to be with this other person. I don't want to hurt them. So not to hurt them, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Right. Yep.
But when you just do the right thing and just say, hey, I like you as a friend now. I want to go be with this person and go on about your business.
I mean, and too, like, it's like I just feel it was such a clusterfuck with Raquel to do it with Raquel because
I
it's
think Raquel just needs to stay off of social media
needs to
and
should have came
just
back.
be on the low for a while.
Don't you think she should have came back to the show?
I think if she would have came back to the show,
It would have been fine.
she would have had no
Billy
one
Lee
would
would
really want to film with her, to be honest.
Billy Lee would have hung out with her.
Maybe.
They would have had Billy Lee hang out with her, and maybe her sister. I feel like because the fact that Lala called her. I think at this point, with what Lisa's doing, talking to Tom, she's trying to get Raquel back on the show. At this point, I think to try
I
to
don't know
get.
if it's a good idea for Raquel's mental stability, though.
I don't believe her. Listen, I understand when it first happened that the whole world hated you. You had to go through some shit, right? But do you
Right.
hear everybody feeling bad for her? Nobody's really dissing her at this point. Like nobody's talking shit. Nobody's like they're calling like fucking Lala's calling her. I don't know if this is part of the show because Kennedy at Watch What Happens Live basically was calling fourth wall. He's like, oh, I see where this episode was going. Because when he said something about like when someone are calling him out about something, and he's
If
like,
Raquel would have came back to this season, then
yeah,
I'd rather her be a friend.
right.
Not have the whole entire full on being part of the show. I mean,
The
that's
thing,
just to be honest.
yeah.
It's one, it would help her so that she could explain her side of the story and then end it.
But what side? Listen, we already have her side of the story, though. Think about it. We don't even need her to come on there and talk about it. That's my thing. I don't need Tom and her to tell us what happened anymore. We know what happened. We
True.
know you fucked up. You guys done fucked up, and it's a year and a half or a year later, whatever. I don't need to know her side anymore. I hear her on her podcast, whatever, bitch. You thought there was a bigger check getting a podcast, and it's not. You were looking for a bigger check in this. I think she listened to Bethany, and Bethany sold her $1 million. I don't know what she sold her on, but I think she picked that over going back to. I don't think she's worried about her mental health anymore at all, or she would shut the fuck up on Instagram on our podcast. You know what I mean?
I think it's just time for her to kind of just go under for a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
Take time away from social media, stop doing interviews.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
her and Tom aren't even together anymore.
I know. And I agree with Shorts. if you're gonna do this and blow your life up, you motherfuckers better be in love and it better last. Or you better give yourself your best fucking effort because like you blew your life up and then you're not even together. I think they
Right.
should be together. But guess what? Alex Baskin said on Sheena's podcast, there is no chance in hell that she's ever coming back. The door is not open for her anymore after this.
She doesn't need to come back. I think the way how she left and she exited was good enough. She pretty much disrespected Lisa Vanderpump, from my understanding.
Yeah.
There's no coming back from this.
Well, look, she thought she was. I mean, I don't know what she was making. I guess 300,000. Like, I compared to what they were. It goes by seniority or whatever. Do I think she deserved a little bit more? Yeah, and I'm sure they probably offered it to her. I just thought she was scared to come back in the beginning because of the hate, but it blows the fuck over. And if you watch every reality TV show, it blows over.
Well, it's
We
no different. It's no different what our parents used to tell us.
thank you.
Hey, you have an ex-boyfriend in a couple of years, he won't even remember your name.
Thank you. Like exactly. That was like Tom was really in love with her. I don't know if it was love or it was the fact that he had an emotional connection
It
finally.
was either if it wasn't love, then it was lust.
Yeah, and he just thought that like he didn't have an emotional connection with Ariana anymore. And I think that if him and they did, they would be happy. I think if Tom and Ariana both were intimate and wanted to be like, I think that I don't know what he says about Ariana. I don't believe. I don't think that she put
At
him
this point, we can't really believe anything that Tom
right.
Sandoval says.
It was their fraud. Like they had an issue that they didn't work out, and they need to be mad at that situation. The fact that they didn't take care of their shit, and Tom needs to be mad at himself because he cheated and he got caught. Like he should have just literally not did anything until he figured out what to do with Ariana, but he didn't, and he did it, and now it's over with, and now he's back. And when I saw Sheena and him, I cried. I had a tear in my eye. They were smiling at each other for 5 minutes. It looked like.
All honesty, what I feel like is that both Tom and Ariana should both just move out the house and sell it.
I think that yeah, I know because I think I would have a hard time with my ex staying in the house because I'm telling you that's my home and I know Ariana is very like me like very she has issues.
I mean, it's a very the adultish thing to do. No,
Yeah,
Tom is not winning. No one is winning. Both of your lawyers are getting involved. Y'all come up to agreement to sell the house and
yeah.
just go your separate ways because she's got a boyfriend. He's got a new girlfriend.
Does he? I thought he did. Yeah. Do you think? Okay, this is what me and Manny just said. Do you think that they are talking and maybe hanging or like cuddle? I don't know. Doing any? Do you think they're having any kind of relationship in the house?
Off camera, maybe.
I believe I don't know how you can't. The anger's there, right? But I would want to be like, I would knock on his bedroom door and be like, motherfucker, why did you do this? Like, what is wrong? Like, I
Just
would be like,
because
why?
anger's there doesn't mean the need to be intimate is not there.
Right. You're right. It's exact. You know what? That's a good
I
point.
mean, I'm gonna give you an example. Two people can hate each other to death,
Yeah.
but at the same time, they live in the same house.
Right.
There's
You
going to
learn.
be a spark of a connection that's not going to last very long. So
Yep.
when the cameras aren't there, they're hugging it out and they're saying, "Hey, I love you," but at the same time, I just hate your guts.
Yeah. And we fucked up. We should not we. You fucked up. But you know what? They were really because I do believe that Tom is a cool. I like Tom Sandoval. I don't like the Tom that he was last year. I don't like what this did to him, and I want him to get back to his regular self. But I see glimpses of the old Tom. But when he says shit like the Katie stuff, I mean, I'm sorry, the Kristen stuff, it reminds me that he's like he has a little bit more
He
growing.
needs to let go because
And he
all
did let
that
it
time they attacked James, and it's like
go.
James is trying to say, "Hey, you want to messing with my ex."
Yes, as ex fiance, just because he was with um what's her name if real fast. That's because James is just like Sandoval. He needs to be with somebody. He's a love bomber. So yeah, he's going to be with somebody. It doesn't mean he didn't love Raquel because he didn't break up with Raquel. Raquel broke up
True.
with him. So he had feelings obviously for Raquel, and Raquel still was crying over James. And then it's a perfect storm with Sandoval. He needs somebody. He doesn't have any emotional connection, intimacy with Ariana. Either does Raquel at this point. It's a perfect storm for a fuck up.
I look at it like this: everybody needs a rebound.
And Lala can shut the fuck up too. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Lala has been through a lot. There's a
She
time
has.
for Lala to resort back to what she went through to what's just happening.
She just needs to stop telling Schwartz that he can't be friends with Sandoval. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I listen. Schwartz is a great motherfucking guy. He puts up with a lot. We don't even. Nobody knew what he was going through last year. His dad, his brother, his wife, his like. Nobody thought.
And
Hey,
that's sad.
it is
That's
sad, and
sad. And
Tom put him in a
Schwartz is
position.
dealing with a lot, including both of the businesses that Sanderville cannot step into.
Well, this is the thing. Like, I don't know if I'm like I can't. My volume's up or something. I have a hard time hearing you for some reason. Hold on.
I just feel like that it's right now that Tom Schwartz just needs to do exactly what he's doing, staying away
Right.
from Tom Sanderville.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't. I think that's his friend, his best friend. I feel like that relationship is not. He doesn't owe them anything. Okay, he
Well,
owes.
let me tell you why. It
Well,
was Tom Sanderville who pretty much didn't care about the business, walked away, and
well,
Tom Schwartz took over and had to
see,
be that guy.
see, I disagree because I feel like he wasn't thinking about the business. Like he wasn't thinking about the business when he was having his emotional affair with Raquel. He should have never had Tom Schwartz find out because that's fucked up. He put Tom in a really bad position. That's like your best friend. Say DJ does something fucked up, right? And you find like you're like, oh shit, like you know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, like if my
If
friends
DJ did something messed up, we just wouldn't be together.
right. Well, yeah, all right, okay, yeah, you're right. All right.
We ain't gonna be
Or your
together.
best friend. Like if my best friend fucks up and like I don't want to know that you would if you're where you're getting it, what you're doing with I'll do it with you, but I don't know where you got it, what you know what I mean? I don't need to know that shit.
That
You're
sounds like my mom. Whatever you doing on your business time, I don't need to know it.
don't tell me. You're putting
Don't
me in
tell
a
me
position,
because if I know who you did it
right?
with, we're gonna have some problems.
Well, not only that, look what happened. They want him to tell on his best friend. He's now in a position where he fucking feels like he should tell Ariana, but he can't. He's pissed. I'd be pissed at Tom for even telling me this because now I know, and I'm your best friend, and I can't. All I can do is like
He
still.
can't defend for him.
But the business didn't suffer though. Greg can shut the fuck up. Greg, I want him to go because Sandoval did not go to the business and they were still mad at him. They told him not to show up or they were going to leave. First of all, Greg, fuck you. You can leave. Nobody cares about you. Sandoval is the face of that business and so is Schwartz. Whether he cheated on his girlfriend or not, he cheated on his girlfriend. He didn't commit a murder. You know what I mean? The
True.
business is fine. Tom, yes, he didn't think about Schwartz at all. Tom thought about Tom. And Raquel thought about Raquel. And unfortunately, people are pissed off about it. I'm pissed off about it, but I'm over it
But
now.
I feel bad for Tom's mom because he's trying to pay her back.
Now that's another thing. That's not even a true statement. Yes, she invested in the business, so she gets money in the. She did not take money that she didn't have. He didn't
True.
borrow the money. She invested it as a business. I'm trying to find my drink. Sorry. She invested it as a business, like to make money, not to be paid back. So people think, oh, he had to take her money. No, he didn't. She wanted to put in on it to make money, to make it an interest. You know what I mean? To make it as a thing.
An
You know?
investment for them, but at the same time,
Yeah.
when a business that you have partial ownership of is telling you that you can't come in there,
I would
you're
go.
banned.
I would fuck that. I would go anyway. It's my business. It's my
I
name.
mean,
Think about
hey,
it.
you're gonna lose
Q and D,
partnerships.
Q and
I,
DJs, right? And then
mhm.
you Q and DJs. Would you, if your name's on that business and you own half, and you put your blood, sweat, and tears in that place, your your silent partner tells you to you can't come in because you cheated on somebody.
No, I
People
was
are
still
going
going
there
in.
to see him. You know
I would march in there like I'm the queen and not on this.
exactly. Listen, he didn't the business. The people that quit their job because it's Schwartz. That's retarded. You must not need the money because you're going to quit a job at Schwartz and Sandy's where like the cameras are there. You can get exposure. Most waitresses and waiters want to be actors, and how that's just my perception. But my whole thing is, yes, we were making a big deal out of it online. We were freaking out. We were like, oh, we hate you, Tom. How could you do this to us? But like, it's like ridiculous. Schwartz didn't do anything wrong, in my opinion. And Katie is a wet rag. Sheena and her should not be friends. when she was telling Sheena or Ariana that she doesn't know if she can trust Sheena and blah, 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 blah. It's like, you were at both her weddings and clowned her both times. So who is talking about trusting who here? Where's my drink, damn it?
I feel like Sheena and Ariana just need a separate relationship
Yes. I don't,
from the group
yes, I agree. I don't think she needs to be friends with Katie. Where's my drink? This is crazy. She does not.
because Sheena is a real person outside of
Yeah.
the show.
Yep, exactly. And Sheena's Sheena no matter what. And Katie's just a miserable person. Oh my God, my drink's missing. She's just a miserable person. She's never happy for anyone. And the fact that like she's sitting there like questioning if she should be friends with Sheena, like Sheena shouldn't be friends with you. You clowned her for years. But
True.
anyway, but I just thought it was weird that like she apologized for inviting Schwartz to emo night or whatever that was. What was it, emo night?
Yeah, emo night.
He can go to emo night if he wants. His friends are there. Like, it's weird that they're like, she's like, oh, Schwartz hurt me again. That's what Sheena says. Now I like Sheena, but Schwartz is not I don't understand. He didn't hurt. He was at Tom's birthday, so it's like he didn't see her. I didn't even know you were having a show. Like, I didn't know. I thought it was a DJ. I thought her and they were DJing.
And that's my thing. They always get on James. James has been on top since he met Allie.
He is definitely on top. He's got a house.
I mean, James, like 4 or 5 years ago, okay, Ducci, but he's putting the work to grow.
Yes.
And that's what I like about James.
Me too. And you know what? He doesn't do podcasts. He doesn't really do interviews. He's on Watch What Happens Live. He was amazing. He's a good dude. He's just a really good dude.
I think between him and half the cast, and other than Jax, they're the only ones who actually have a job outside of the show.
I can't stand it. I hate that person. I am the original blocked by Jax. Yes.
What?
Me and him. Yes, I've been blocked by him. I was blocked by him right when Facebook first started. We met in Atlantic City. We were all hanging out. I live in Jersey, so Atlantic City, everybody used to work there. So everybody was waitresses and waiters. My friends were waitresses and waiters at the place at the Taj. We were there. Actually, it was a showboat. We were there hanging out with them. They had it was very, very big. It was the very beginning of Vanderpump. It was only on for 2 years at that time. We thought we were having so much fun, like VIP, hanging out, getting drunk. We take pictures, and then I want to post them on my MySpace. He tells me no, and he says they're Jersey trash. He didn't want it. He got drunk and called us
what?
Yes, and I got in a fight with him, and he blocked me because he didn't want me to post pictures and tag him. I know, it was so long ago. And then
he sounds like that wrestler Sammy Guevara, who blocks all the fans for no reason.
He's just a fucking piece of shit. He's never grown the fuck up. He's still the same person. What he does to his mother is horrible. I hate him for 2 reasons: what he did to his mom, and what he did to Tom Sandoval.
True, but doesn't Jax have a
podcast,
another child that's out there?
He just got a job. He just opened up a bar called Jackson Studio City. I heard nothing about it. I'm sure it's going to be on the Valley Clown show. I call it the Valley Clowns. I'm not interested in, but I'm going to watch it and I'll talk about it. But I'm not. I'm hoping that these other people on the Valley show are like good, because I'm not interested in fucking Brittany and Jax. Jax, you should come in. I don't know what. I can't do it. I'm in Jersey. I can't do it. I can't do her accent.
But doesn't Brittany and him have a child?
No. Neither one of them had a job.
I said have a child.
Oh yeah, they have a child. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, they have a kid. I mean, look, I call him Cruz's dad. Because Cruz is a cool little kid. I like Cruz's dad. I don't like Cruz's dad. I like Cruz. But I don't like the fact that when his mom died, when his dad passed away, his dad was sick and he didn't want them to know, like the kids to know. And I think he told his wife, their mom, not to tell them how sick he was. And I would listen to my husband. Listen, he's a dying man with terminal cancer. And I don't know how she just didn't tell Jax and Jenny. So apparently they didn't get there to see him or spend enough time with him, and he passes away. He gets mad at his mom. I get it. Be mad at her for maybe a year. But she lost her husband. She doesn't deserve to lose her son. Then her daughter-in-law. Then the grandchild she never had. And she has. She lost all those people, and you think that your dad would be okay with you doing that to your mother, Jax fucking Taylor? No, I don't think so. And he has never talked to his mom again. It's been 6 years, I think.
And that's
Just
sad.
started texting her. Just started texting her just now.
That's sad.
It is real fucking sad. You have no heart, sir. You have no heart. Your mother didn't deserve to lose everyone. She lost her fucking husband. In 6 weeks, that poor man got sick. Jax's dad was a pretty decent guy. We met Jax's mom. Jax's mom was cool as hell. She wasn't a bad mom. And then, like, I think Jenny doesn't talk to her either. And I think that's horrible. It is so messed up. I tell everybody that. People think I don't like them for
My
stupid
thing about
reasons.
this is that whatever that's going on in life today can affect tomorrow. And my mom always used to tell me and my sister, hey, I can be here today and gone tomorrow.
Yep. I can't even believe, like, could you imagine? I mean, it's so heartbreaking. Like, her grandchild, she just literally started getting pictures. He talks about this like it's okay. Oh, I had to call the rest of the family to see how they felt about me talking to mom. Whoa, motherfucker. I'm sorry, what?
Life
Whoa.
is too short.
That is fucked up. And that's your child. And, like, your husband, you lost. I can't. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. And just the fact that he still doubles down on it makes me really upset.
The
But
thing about that is Jack needs to also understand that life is too short to be holding on grudges.
right, it was see you next Tuesday. That's what they were at. Oh my God, that's where they were at. Okay, so who was the guy? Who was the guy that came up? So when when Sandoval came to see you next Tuesday, and he sits down with Kyle, was that the guy that came up and he was crying? Who was that? Jesse something?
I think so.
Who? What is his like? I don't know who he is. Like, is he like? I don't know how he's involved. Like, he was very upset, and so was Sandoval. So it was like, I know who Kyle Chan is. I just can't remember who Jesse is to them. I don't know. Maybe he runs Tom Tom. Maybe I think.
Maybe.
But
Because
yeah,
I know at one point, what's his name?
Kyle
One
Chan.
of Lisa's guys, and I can't think of his name, and I follow him too on Instagram.
Who is it?
One of the managers over there at Sirs. The tall guy who has the long hair.
Oh, Peter.
Peter, there we go.
Where's
Peter,
Peter?
when the place first opened, he kind of managed Tom Tom for a little bit.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, he did. See you
And
next
he's like,
Tuesday.
yeah, I'll be here like on Wednesdays or whatever. But I don't know. And I hope that Peter is on these next coming episodes too. Because
it needs to get better.
Yeah.
I think. I just feel like right now it's dragging out. Don't you feel like it's dragging out a little bit? Or no?
I think that's dragging out too much.
Yeah. We're like on episode 3, and all the stuff that's happening we already know. The best part
I feel
about
like that if they would have just went right ahead and just gave us the raw, uncut verse of it, it would have been better.
I agree. I feel like that, like, it literally. I
feel like every episode that we're watching is slowly working up to what's supposed to happen, but it's kind of like stop doing that.
I know. Yeah, Amy. I thought, like, I literally tell everybody about him. I guess maybe I haven't repeated it. So I say it all the time. Like, people think I like him. I don't like him for like surfacey reasons. No, it's like real life reasons. I really don't fucking. I think he's a bad person. I just think he is Tom Sandoval. Like, whatever they're doing to Tom, it's fucking Jax is the person that's like, he's all those things. Everything they're calling Sandoval, that's Jax. Sandoval did a Jax thing. He pulled a fucking Jax. That's what I said on his pod. He's on Patreon. I'm on his Patreon, Sandoval's, because I'm obsessed with him. I used to be anyway, and now I'm back obsessed with him again when he gets his shit back together. But I'm on his Patreon, and he's just, I don't know. I lost what was I saying about him? I'm just obsessed with him. But he just needs to get his shit together and admit that he shouldn't be mad at Ariana at all. And the punishment
is they just need to get up off that house and just go their separate ways.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. But she has no right to tell him he can't buy her out.
Here's the thing: if she's not paying bills there, then he can buy her out.
He has actually, even if she is not paying bills or paying bills, he can buy her out. They have first choice of buyers when they're selling when you're selling a house, you have first choice to buy the other person out. It shouldn't matter to as long as you're paying the amount of money that you're asking for that house, it shouldn't matter you who buys it. So he would get his equity towards whatever, but I don't think she wants him in the house. So
Then
she's
she
wasting her
and her
money.
lawyer needs to fight
Yeah.
as hard as they possibly can.
Well, her lawyer needs to tell her you're wasting your time trying to bring this to court. You're not going to win. It's illegal. You
Well,
can't.
she feels like that he is being powerful if he stays in the house, and she
Yeah,
wants him to be powerless.
that's true. But it's then too, like, why should she have to move all her shit too? I don't know. I just feel like the house is big at this point. You say they should leave. I'm like, fuck it, just stay.
Look here, Sheena has always said that she could come live with her, if she wants to.
I mean, yeah, she could. I actually think Ariana has two. I mean, I'm sorry, Sheena has two apartments. Remember, Raquel
Yeah,
was staying in one, but I don't know. I liked Kyle Chan being there. I feel like Kyle Chan, Raquel could have hung out with, like Billy Lee. They would have found her people to hang out with. And like I cried when he saw Sheena. I agree with her and her conversation with him. I don't think the ladies should be mad at her because Sheena has a heart. I also think like Ariana's the only person that should still be mad at him at this point. Like they all liked Sandoval before this. I know he did a fucked up thing, but it's time for people to just kind of like get over it or don't talk to him or just don't say anything, you
I
know?
look at it like this: give them time enough to forgive
I think they
Sandoval.
I know. And the fact that he showed up is like I don't know. It's obvious now that they've all forgiven him. Fast forward in time. You can tell, we've seen it. But it's probably very hard for Ariana. And I hope that this whole narrative is not that Ariana's a goddess and she shouldn't be getting all these accolades. Do I believe that she should say no to any of these fucking things? No. Would you say no to these opportunities? No. So yeah, she's getting a lot of love because she deserves it.
True. And here's the thing: Ariana does deserve all the love in the world, but
Yep,
at the same time, she needs to figure out, is she going to stay in California, or is
that's
she going to
true.
move to New York to be with her boyfriend?
Yeah, and isn't she from New York too? Is that where I
I think so.
so I mean like her family's there. And I don't if the show does not continue, I would move to New York, you know? And I think that this episode, I don't know, they're all going to be in Lake Tahoe. It's just strange. And I agree with George Schwartz goes, since you live with him anyway, you're invited to Lake Tahoe. Like you do live with him. It's like okay, it would be the same thing. You know what I mean? Like you would just be not in the same, maybe not in the same cabin. I don't know what they're going to stay in. But this Lake Tahoe thing, it looks like they have like a sweat lodge or something. I'm fucking with my hair. Or,
Even if Ariana would have just, I know sometimes they get like a house
yeah. Oh yeah.
together. Even if she decided to get a hotel room and
Right.
stay for 1 or 2 or 3 nights.
That's true. They don't have to stay. You're right, and they don't have to stay in the same thing. It's and you can tell that he still loves. He loves Raquel. He wants to talk to Ariana, which I don't know why. I think he feels like trauma dumping with her. You did
It's
this.
called trauma love.
Yeah, like he wants to like I'm so sorry. I'm so our relationship like fucking trauma dump with her or something. It's like she's not going to talk to you. You don't have it's not going to happen and she doesn't have to talk to him. He fucked her over and I understand both sides of it. That's why I'm able to forgive him, like
I
everybody
forgive Tom, even though
yeah.
Tom did Ariana wrong.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like that Tom and Raquel got together because of trauma love.
Yes. They were
Between at that time, the way how James was acting
yep.
towards Raquel, and the way how Tom proceeded that Ariana was acting with him, even though I feel that Ariana was being supportive, loving, she was just that badass girlfriend,
Yes,
that
she
ride or
was.
die.
Literally, he could go on the road, and she wasn't asking him. She had no kids. She didn't want, you know what I mean? No kids to
Right.
come home to. She was a cool girlfriend.
She was
Cool.
that girlfriend.
Yes,
But he perceived her as being this evil, low down girlfriend.
crazy. That's the part I
And
don't
that's
like.
the crazy, messed up part.
Nope, that right there. I said, I'll rephrase. I'll take my question back, and I'll ask it again when you have some more therapy, sir. Because I said, why are you so mad at Ariana? I understand you'd be mad at the situation. You were, you didn't know how to handle it. You fucked up. But why be mad at her? That doesn't make sense. Be mad at
There
the fact,
was no reason. I
right,
think he used that as a scapegoat.
right, right. He's mad at the fact that they couldn't get their shit together and break up. You know what I mean? That's what he should be mad at. And I think that's what he is mad at, not her. It wasn't her fault. I don't think she was doing anything that deserved to be cheated on. the,
And at
the
the
love,
same time, I
yes.
look at it like this.
Hmm.
Um, what is it that they normally say that toxic love loves toxic love.
I have to see. I don't even think they had toxic love. I just think
That's the thing.
they had
The
love.
person who is toxic is Tom.
Yo,
Ariana,
what? How about him saying he wanted her to do shrooms? That fucks me up. That pisses me off. That their quality time, he wanted to do drugs with her.
true.
And that was it. And I said, holy shit, you're
I
fucking
would have then got up and left.
delusional. Delusional. That's delusional. People grow up, Tom. You don't grow up in their 40s and go, oh, I want to start doing. I get it. You probably did it a couple times at Coachella. You had a good night. It helps you connect better. To me, if my husband said our quality time is going to do drugs, and I'm going to tell everybody that that's why I broke up with you, that makes me mad. That's where I'm like, Tom, shut the fuck up about that.
I agree.
Stop. I'm like, just stop talking. Don't ever say that again, Tom. You own a business. We don't need you saying that you wanted to do drugs with her, and that was the quality time. Because she listen. I feel like he did. He started really not like they didn't have any love left in the relationship, okay? But it was probably hard for them to break up with each other. She probably still thought she loved him. I don't really know. I don't really want to speak for
My
that.
thing about it is sometimes,
She didn't want to sleep
and
with
hear me out, because my grandma always told me this.
him. Okay.
Sometimes you get with a person and they love you,
Yeah.
but sometimes they love you for a season,
Right. I agree. That's exactly
and
what happened.
sometimes they only love you for a short period of time. But then you get someone like your grandfather. My grandparents been married for 62 years.
Wow. Wow.
And I believe that's what Ariana wanted, somebody that she could love for a lifetime, and she thought it was time.
Yeah, and I think they fell out of love, unfortunately. And I just he didn't know how to. I don't think she probably still wanted to be with him, but I don't know why. Like you could tell, like 5 years they haven't had sex. That's crazy. So we made like I just think that's crazy.
The way how I look at it is that Tom is used to this cycle, and he's been in it with so many of these young women,
Yeah,
to
he's
where
now
he got bored of the relationship.
he now has done. Yeah, he has his insecurity and having his need to be with somebody has now got him. He was with Kristen. That was bad. Then he Ariana. I don't think was toxic, but I feel like they got together and it was just I don't know. I don't. They looked like they had a great relationship in the beginning, but it didn't happen. Like, and his need for like constant intimacy and all that is why he cheated.
Kristen, I felt like, was the right
She was,
person for him
it was toxic.
at
That was
at the wrong time.
a long time ago. They both agreed that their relationship should have ended 5 years before it ended.
True. My thing about it, but they were great for each other, but the relationship came too soon, wrong
Yeah.
timing.
Yep, you're right. Absolutely.
And the same thing with Ariana.
Yep.
Relationship came,
Yep.
but just wrong time.
Yeah. He
He's
didn't grow
not
up.
he's not ready to grow up out of his bad boy stage.
I know.
Some people never are committed.
See, then he's got no reason. I'm sorry, that's fucking poking me. My nose ring's poking me. um, the fact that he like literally keeps saying that she like all his excuses about Ray about pens and batteries and all that. He just needs to say like we didn't have any intimacy like that. I felt like we felt like you know what I mean. Just say I'm not mad at her. I'm mad at the situation. And like he was so angry at her, and that made it so much worse for her.
I'm
Like I
gonna,
couldn't
Tom, if you're listening to this, this is a wake up call. Intimacy does not make the relationship.
I know. Well,
Intimacy
like
is only 25% of it.
yeah, you're right. I think everything else in their relationship was fine. I think I don't know.
You
I don't.
know,
I don't
before
remember.
me and DJ ever got together, we were first friends.
Right, and I think they
And
were too.
and when you can build up a friendship with the person that you know that you're gonna get with, that right there should last a long time.
How long have
Of
you guys been
course, you're
together?
gonna fuss, you're gonna fight, y'all gonna disagree. Okay,
Right,
I
right,
will. That's the
right,
part of a relationship.
right. He doesn't. He's one of those people, Mocha, that doesn't know. I don't. He's like he can't
I
be.
agree. He
He
went
can't be
from
single.
relationship to relationship.
He
You
needs that.
know,
He needs
um,
validation.
he Tom might just needs to be in love with himself for once.
Exactly. He needs to be in a relationship. He's one of those people like James is too.
Right.
And James is legitimately hurt by Tom. And I
He
was
is,
so
and
proud of
Tom
him.
doesn't care.
Yeah, and I was proud of him for walking out and not fighting and stuff.
Right. Even though James is like, can I pee on that plant? And Ali's like, no. That's Ariana's plant too.
I love Allie. I'm obsessed with Allie. I'm afraid that though, because I liked Raquel. I didn't know Raquel was this way. I was so happy with Raquel. I'm afraid.
With Raquel, I was kinda iffy about it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was iffy.
Yeah.
The reason why is because she stopped doing the whole, tiara stuff because she aged out.
Mm,
And my sister let me know, she's like, at a certain age, you do age out. Cause I'm not into the whole prissy types of stuff like that.
yeah.
Uh, but at the same time, you still have other people who go out and find other jobs, you
Right.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's not like that James didn't support her on that, you
True.
know? James truly loved Raquel.
Yeah, he did. He had some. I'm sure he had growing up to do, but she didn't seem like she was easy to be with either.
I feel like she needs to be by herself too, just for a
She
little while.
Listen, I don't think she's safe by herself. I don't know if that girl knows how to do any. I feel very scared for her to live on her own. I feel like she neglected her dog. I feel like she left that dog alone a lot. I feel like she didn't even know how to like do
Take care of
anything.
him.
You're 30 years old and you can't even like make right like decisions. Like you don't know how to like take care of a dog and like or like I don't know, pay bills or like I don't know. Like she could not. She needed like she's 30, but she's like not. She's like 12.
She's 30, but she's acting like that she's 14.
They're all yeah. James is very needy. So is Sandoval, and so is Raquel at that point. And that was literally a recipe for disaster because they're best friend. Like they're all hanging out, right? And
Mm.
Sandoval's not getting his intimacy from Ariana anymore, even though she's trying. He's taking her to therapy and shit, which I was so fucked up to do. But listen, like he really just needed to like not fuck around with his friend. Like he should have just went outside of the group if he was going to cheat on her. But I just think he shouldn't cheat on her at all. But if something happened and like, but I just feel like I don't know. Looking at their personalities, this is real life. So like, they're not perfect people. We're not
I mean,
watching
I look
perfect.
at it like this. Everybody has flaws, but
Right,
everybody also has to learn when to
right,
grow up and when to show up.
right. Exactly. And I feel like now it's a lot of years later since Jax fucked Kristen. And let me tell you something. He also fucked Faith. That was 5 years ago. Jax is somebody who has not changed. Sandoval and all, and they have grown up. I just feel like, I don't know. I don't really know. Like, I wish Sandoval, I hope by the end of the season, he is back to like, I fucked up. I'm not going to make excuses. Now, can we just move on? I'm going to do everything I can to show you that I am the Tom that you thought I was, and that I did a fucked up thing, and I'm sorry. Please don't, like at this point, stop blaming for the rest of his life. Like, I'm like,
I agree with you on that one. If he comes back and he's like that, come at the end of this season,
by the end of the season,
I would be happy and I'll be surprised because it
shit.
shows growth.
I just thought of something. He
Mm.
hasn't because I'm watching his goddamn Patreon. He hasn't come. I'm watching his Patreon when he recaps the show. It's on YouTube, and I got to take it back. He hasn't learned anything by the end of the season. Jesus Christ, Q or DJ
somebody
is DJ
give
here?
him a bottle. He needs milk.
Oh wow, he still hasn't learned. I just realized that. I'm gonna have a talk with him. I'm serious.
We need that emoji to where a guy says he needs milk.
He does. Like, oh God, he's on. Oh, I really highly recommend you watch him recap the show. He's with Jason Vader and Schwartz on his page on his podcast, not his Patreon.
Okay.
It's funny. It's funny, and like you kind of see why he did what he did. You when you listen, because I feel bad. He feels bad for what he did. He can't take it back. I just want him to fucking really stop making excuses for it and just be like, I fucked up. I didn't do my right. Yeah, I wasn't a man. I didn't, take it responsibility for my relationship not working. And I don't. I just feel like why waste? That was to walk around and be that shady and have to be that secretive is stressful. You're lying constantly, and I don't know how people sleep at night with those lies on them like that. Like with NT lawyer, I don't know if you're following this whole thing. He had a double life. He had a wife and kids in California and a girlfriend, and she had kids in Florida. He was going back and forth and lying to him, and he has no time to stress about it because he's always on the phone lying to one or the other.
That's crazy.
That is,
I guess I don't know how men sleep at night and how some of us females sleep. Because I know women do it too.
but listen, but not you, right? I don't know.
No, I don't do it.
But like,
I
not
got one
like
dude and
I
one
haven't
dude
done.
on me, and that's
I
DJ.
literally have. Yeah, like I can honestly say my life was messed up before. I lived very stressed out for my first 30 years of my life. I didn't know what peace of mind was. I was in chaos all the time. I created it because I grew up in it. I didn't have peace of mind until I was here. And it's like I can't ever imagine going back and doing things like that. I have to hide and be worried if people are gonna. I just can't do it. Like I don't.
I look at it like this: people that do this,
He
they
should.
need help.
Yeah, he's got to like really like. I think he needs more counseling, actually, Tom.
I
Because
think I think it's more than counseling. He needs to go inpatient counseling. He needs to figure out what's broken with inside himself. Because all honesty, people that do this mess is sick.
I
Like
just
mentally sick.
yeah, I feel like in our family. Oh, crazy, Mocha. My I don't even want to call her my sister because she's not a part of our family anymore. Yeah, it's crazy. I understand that completely. And like lost. I thought you said lost contact. Yeah, I'm telling you, like Tom Sandoval was lost last year. I feel like he's coming out of it. He's maybe starting to realize he needs to stop making excuses. But I don't think that. I think that Tom Schwartz is a hell of a fucking guy for putting up
He is.
with staying with Tom, putting up with the heat, basically treated like he is Tom Sandoval. He's on the podcast with him. He gets shit on there. He gets shit on there all the time in the comments. I'm always giving him props and shit. I'm like, dude, you've been through a lot, man. Like, just chill.
I
Like,
feel like Tom Schwartz, if he ever decides to get remarried
yeah,
to somebody else,
he'd be a good
that
dude.
it needs to be someone who's on his level.
Yes. Somebody that loves him, though, that doesn't want to
And
clown him.
that's my thing with Katie is every time I watch, it was like, Katie, do you really love this man? Because you're treating him like nothing.
Battered wife. He was literally, remember when Sandoval was like, look at him, he's a battered wife.
Right.
That is the truth. That is the truth.
And it's like,
He was.
I feel like that Katie needs to be with somebody who is on her level as well, but at the same time,
What is her level,
they need
though?
to figure out this whole thing with the dogs.
They what?
They need to figure out this whole thing with the dogs.
Well, hey, look, I like them co-parenting because I'm not gonna give you're not getting my dog and you're not gonna take my dog. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think dogs would be suffering if they
But
didn't
I
have.
feel like that somebody else needs to come pick up the dogs and take them over to Katie's.
I know. Well, I feel like them being friends should be easy, or
True.
like because you don't have to fight. You're not each other's problem anymore. She's just a fucking Debbie Downer all the time. She's always putting him down. The man owns 2 bars, man. Like these brothers in rehab. He pays for his family. I forgot about that. He pays for his family. Like he pays for his parents. He gives them money. He paid for his brother's rehab. I think his brother's really sick. like in rehab. I think he's in a home. It's crazy. It's very sad.
And I feel like that Katie should say, hey, you know what, Tom, I'm sorry, for what you're going through. Show some type of love. Even
She's
though y'all are not together,
right,
show some type of gratitude.
right. The man just, I'm sorry, he doesn't like you, Katie. He didn't like you at all anymore. And it's like, see, you guys are funny. I'm reading the thing. You guys are funny. I haven't been single ever, so I'm one of those people, unfortunately. I mean, let me rephrase that. I was, but like I wasn't. Before I was married, I was single for maybe 3 years, but there was always somebody that's been there since I was 20 years old. Literally. Actually, since I was 15. So he was always in the background, unfortunately. But I stopped messing with that person, like, and then 7 years went by and I met my husband. I'm sorry. It's been 7 years. I met my husband a year after I ended that situationship I had for like a really long time. I had other relationships in the meantime. Like I was with other people, but that person's now in prison. So, yeah, not because of me.
Actually, me and DJ have been
Yeah, how long you been together?
together for a year, going on 2 years.
I thought you were
Come
together.
August of this year.
Why did I think you guys were going way longer than that?
No, but here's the thing: we are both Leos. He
You were
he
both.
he's he is born August
Oh, you're
13th. I'm
Libras.
born August 18th. So
You're
it's kind of like that. We've known each other for years.
you're Libra.
I'm a Leo.
That's not Virgo. Oh, you're
No, I'm
Leo.
a Leo,
You're Leo. Okay.
and he's a Leo. But
Okay.
when we got together, it's like, yo, we known each other for years, and
Yeah,
it felt exactly just like that.
that's what it seems like to me. And I don't even know you guys that well. I only watch like you guys, in your thing in the comments.
Right. And it's like, yo, and
Yeah.
people. Here's the thing: I was nervous when he first met my mom.
Mm.
And when he met my mom was like, okay, my mom asked me, Couture, is this for something that you want? Yeah. Y'all good? Yeah. Okay, we good. And my mom loves his daughter, loves our daughter, Coco.
Mhm.
And hey, we've been rocking. He's 42 and I'm 29.
Okay.
But everybody says, well, you act older than what you seem to be. What does 29 act like?
29 can be 40. You guys are like probably could be on the same mental age. On the same mental.
Exactly. It's like,
Yeah. I feel like everybody listen, our ages, I don't think our ages are really like our number is not really our age. I think there's that test that you can take.
mm-hmm.
Like, because I feel like my age, I'm 46, right? I can't say that. I hear you and I can't hear it. It's fucking Vegas. I'm 46, but I feel like I'm 30. Like, I feel like I stopped aging it. Like, not my body, but like my mental age is like 30. I'm not a real adult. I just look like one. I swear.
True.
I don't know how to go to the airport. I don't know how to travel by myself. I would not. Somebody let go to come to I literally bought a ticket for Zach's show in LA for today. In LA.
Wow.
Right? I'm in Jersey. I've never been to California. I don't know why I did it. I fucking flipped out as soon as I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to I don't know how to fly. I don't know how to get a hotel room by myself. I'm like, where's my mom? Where's my dad? I need somebody mom, can you please? Like, I'm like, I look at my husband. I was like, can you book my ticket? I don't know how to do that. Oh my God, I can't fly by myself. I'm not going. I'm like, no, I had a panic attack. I can't. I am like not an adult. When I go to New York for like the shows, I fucking lose my mind. The Broad Bros thing, BravoCon, I literally talk myself into like an entire thing. Like I freak out. I am the dark passenger. Never travel with me ever. I'm the worst
Wow.
gambler. Look, I'm at the Jersey Shore. We have a bunch of shore houses. I've been here my whole life. I'm fine with staycationing. I maybe I'll make it on an island one day, but to travel with me is a nightmare. I'm just like I'm anxious. I'm flipping out. Nothing. I can't find anything. Everything's unorganized. Like I am on here. So yeah, me and my husband will never go anywhere. And when I was like, I'll go by myself to New York, I'll go to LA because I love Zach. We have a love-hate relationship, It's like, and I was like, but if he's not going to hang out with me for a couple of days, I'm not going to go. Like, I have no other reason really to go than to see his show. And then what? Hang out by myself for 2? I'm not going to go for one day. If I'm going to go there, I want to see things. But So yeah, so I just gave the ticket away for today. It was expensive. But
Well,
other New York shows, I hid behind Adam at the tour. People wanted to take their picture with me, and I'm like, who, me? I'm nobody. At that point, they just knew me from Adam's channel, and I had my channel. That was a couple years ago. But I hid behind him because I'm like 5 foot nothing. He said, I don't like, I'm afraid of rejection. I don't want people to like, oh, why is she here? I don't know. I just feel like I'm not that. I'm like a fucking fan at this point still. Like
right.
I'm at BravoCon. I'm like fanning out over Ryan Bailey, other podcasters. Like I'm fangirl over that shit. I'm fangirling over like people I know, like Frank. I fangirl over Frank, and he lives down the street. Like like I'm like still a fan. I don't really feel like I'm a podcaster, so it's like I hide behind people. I don't ask to take pictures with people. I get very like, and then I get hurt. I get butt hurt. You don't want to come anywhere with me. I've told myself after the Bravos thing, I can't do this anymore. I just can't do this. I can't. I fucked everybody
What?
up. I fucked everybody up and down. Told them all to fuck off. That's that day that I was crying on my channel, and everybody's like, "I love you." I was like, "I'm so sorry. I don't deserve your forgiveness." Like I kind of like lost my mind. I was like,
But
"You
you
know,
did a
like,
good job though.
I'm an asshole." I talked myself into thinking that I'm nobody. I'm a sucky podcaster. Nobody wants to talk. Nobody wants to hang out with me. Nobody wants to collab with me. Nobody wants to come to stage with me. Nobody wants to like. I was like, Krista, what's wrong with you? Just stop it. Like, yeah, see, Shay knows.
You're an overthinker like me.
I get so fucking butthurt, man. I convinced myself that we have a group chat. We've had it for a very long time. It's Adam's family chat. We've literally like it's been forever, right? I said, "Fuck you all, blah, 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 blah. I'm out," and then I deleted it, and I was like, "I'm out of here. Fuck you, everything," and I'm like, and then I regretted it, but like I felt at that point, I felt like I don't know why, no, but it's so stupid. I'm not gonna even repeat myself, but like I really get so butthurt, and I understand like the defense mechanisms that Tom has. I get it because like I know now, like after the next day, literally 5 minutes later, they were like chasing me and like, what are you talking about? We don't like literally, it showed me so much love. I didn't even deserve it. They were so upset. And I was like, I now know that I can never talk to myself. It's like the lies you tell yourself. And like I think that Sandoval convinced himself like that Ariana really did not love him or like was really this person that he's trying to make us think she is. She was mean to him, she talked down to him, made him feel little and belittled him. I've never seen Ariana belittle him. Just like
That's
listen,
my thing.
yeah,
I,
like
I even went back and I looked. I did a recap through the shows. It's like Ariana does not belittle him.
no,
He
never.
belittles her.
Yeah, you tried to get this fucking cast to think that after all this time, think that she's this like horrible fucking girlfriend that
But
deserves to
she's
be
not.
killed.
Okay, she's not. The
Oh,
part that he's getting of Ariana now is called a woman scorn.
yes, exactly. He's definitely, and she deserves it because it was her fucked up life that he did blow their lives up. And unfortunately, when you break up, it was going to end that way. Like they're going to have to sell the house and, yeah, overthinker.
And
That's
my
what,
thing about it is that I think that what Ariana wants is the bigger half portion of the house.
yeah. I don't think I also don't know. Okay, so they got that home equity loan, right? And it was for Shorts and Sandy's. I don't think, unless she spent some of the money, that she should have to pay that equity in that part. They have to pay the mortgages off that they have, right? So
Hmm.
I don't know exactly what they owe, but the equity is going to it would be if he's buying her out, he would just get the equity towards the down payment, towards the house. But I think you're right. They both should sell it because I don't think one should have it and not the other. That would hurt me. I don't know. But I think now actually Sandoval does have the house. And I think Billy Lee lives there. You know,
All honesty, I think that if they don't sell the house, then they're both just going to be staying there.
or they could just stay where they're at. I don't know. I mean,
True.
I feel like
Or Ariana can just decide to just say, "Hey, what the heck with it? He's going to be here.
yeah,
I don't want to be here. I want to be with my new boyfriend." And plus, she has more
yeah.
opportunities than Tom
Isn't that nice?
Thunderbolt.
I mean, listen, she's in New York, or is it Chicago in New York? The play she's in, or is it in Chicago? Is it Chicago she's in? Whatever she's doing right now, Ariana. Chicago, I think it is. I think it's in New York, right?
I think so.
Okay. I think that like she's got to be in LA for the show. But if they stop, I don't think. Do you guys think there's going to be a show next year?
I don't think so.
I don't either. I feel like this is like we're only reliving what we've already went through on
I
social
feel like
media.
that if she were to move to New York, she could be on the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
You think
Yep.
she's gonna see? I don't know. I feel like she's more of a like I'm not a housewife. I'm more of a Jersey Shore cast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like Ariana's more of like, let's see, Ariana's more of like, I don't know, see, Ariana's perfect and I think in like a Vanderpump role. I do. I think she's a cool girl like that. And I think fucking housewives, it gets on my nerves. I'm over them and this bullshit. I'm over them not being, I'm over their hypocritical hiring and firings. I'm pissed off about Monica. I'm never not going to be mad about that. I think it's so bad. It's so hypocritical. So I don't think this show, unless they move it on to the Valley, put them on the Valley, I can't take it with Jack. I can't. I cannot have Jack. I'm sorry. Forgive me, universe, for saying this. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. I want the show to fail. Okay, sorry. I'll take it. I want that show to fail, but that's not right. I shouldn't say that because there's other people on the show. I want the show to work out, but I want Jax to fail. I want Jackson off the show. They don't deserve to be there.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because he did say a lot of really bad things about Schwartz and Tom when Scandal hit. Like he's somebody like I said, listen, motherfucker, this doesn't erase what you did. This just makes him just as bad as you. That doesn't make you better than him. You're still a scumbag. You still done fucked up. You've done a lot of fucked up shit. You fucked his best friend. He fucked his best friend's girlfriend and his girlfriend's best friend, Kristen.
True.
And he was forgiven. The motherfucker was forgiven. He's had the balls to come out with Sandoval and get a podcast and a show over Sandoval. Like you got nerve, dude. Yeah, exactly. And then he talks shit on them. And he's mad because they didn't welcome him back on Vanderpump. Nobody wanted him and Brittany back. They weren't. Larry was not calling up Brittany.
He's mad because of the way how Lisa wound up reacting to him.
Right. Well, guess what? Lisa's always going to protect Tom. Jax doesn't deserve it. Jax screamed and yelled at her like one of the last times they were on the show together.
Yeah.
You know?
And he owes Lisa an apology. I'm waiting for an apology.
Jax doesn't apologize. He has not. Oh, I can't. I project with him. I used to be like Jax, right? I was that like way long ago, way early. Like he never grew up. This is my early 20s. I was very like, I don't know. He stole sunglasses, right? Because he wanted to be cool. Like I would do anything to be cool, you know. I wanted to be cool. I would like, you know, I was always like, you know, lying about my life because my life was pretty fucked up. I would lie about what I was doing, you know, I would lie about everything. And like I grew out of that because I realized I could be myself, you know, all that shit. But he never did. Like his personality flaws I used to have, I worked on them and got rid of them. He just doesn't understand. He has no empathy. And I don't understand that part of people. I mean, I know that you can't, if you don't have it, you don't have it. You won't grow it. It just won't, you can't just have it. And it doesn't come. The therapists tell you to run from somebody that doesn't have empathy. You can't gain empathy, which is a shame. That's a fucking moral flaw. That's like, you have no integrity at that point.
All right.
You know?
At the same time, I would be surprised if we catch Lisa on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I want her back.
I want her back too.
I want her back. At first I wanted Denise back. Not again. Denise, you're not well, my friend. I'm sorry. I was screaming, yelling. I wanted her back so bad. Okay. I wanted her back on the show.
Me too. I was like, yeah. Denise, we get Denise Richards back. Yeah.
Well, we got somebody else. That was not Denise.
Exactly.
Denise didn't even know who she was.
Still love you, Denise. Still love you.
I still love you, but you gotta stop with the Xanax. Don't take the Xanax when you're filming. You're not gonna be able to. Hi, I'm so glad that Mocha, I feel very, very honored. I think about you all the time. I love you and I miss you. I just don't want to bother you if you're not, you know, involved in this stuff. But I'm so glad you're here. And thank you for stopping by. I miss you and love you. She's one of my first subscribers. Like we were on Adam's channel and stuff. And I think about her all the time. I just don't want to bother her.
I mean, Elisa comes back and Kyle is still there.
I think Kyle needs to get her own show with her sisters.
It's about time.
There's so much content there. Just with
Because
her.
if Lisa came back, Lisa can take down
Yeah.
Dorit and Erica.
You want to keep Dorit and Erica? Okay.
No, I said if
Oh,
Lisa came back, she can
yeah.
take down Dorit and
Oh, yeah.
Erica.
Yes. And then we'll have Garcelle, Lisa. Who am I missing? Oh my God. I'm sorry. Sutton.
Sutton
If force multiply. And Crystal.
and Crystal. There we go.
And that'd be a perfect, like a high team. You know what I mean? And I think that, and then Lisa, and then, yeah, like we got to get,
And then we have the little petty little drama between them. And look here, we got a show.
Exactly. And I'm tired because listen, we got to do something. OC, OC is I can't
Okay,
even,
I was confused about OC for a minute. It was
yeah.
all over the place last season.
I don't want to see Shannon Bedore lose her mind over Jesus, Jugs, and John. I think that is evil.
I need Shannon to go to rehab for a little bit.
She's going to blame the show for her drinking. Watch.
If she does it, if she does, then you and I are going to have to come right back up in here and talk about it. It's too much. I think that Shannon just needs a regular. She needs to have something else that she's doing, which she does. She has that whole prep meal stuff that she's doing for fitness.
Well, Tamrat decided she's too good for this Trace Amigos. So there's no more Trace Amigos.
Yeah, we don't. Hey, there's no more of that. We can always do the two amigos.
Huh?
The two amigos.
Yeah, well, you know what? Like, I feel like they are. Wait a minute, they are doing something. They are. Oh my God, this is horrible. Shannon and Vicky are doing their own show. I don't know who the fuck told them we want to hear from them. I sure fuck don't. You need to go on Ultimate. They need to take these these OG franchises and make them into Ultimate Girls Trip with the OGs 2 weeks out of the year, maybe do it twice a year.
I agree.
Because I can't stand them forcing them to have to hang out. Nobody on these shows wants to hang out with each other anymore. It's not.
I would like to see. Here's the thing. I would like to see Heather on a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
There you go. With Lisa, right?
Right, with Lisa.
Yes.
I would love to see that. I feel like that Heather belongs there and not on the OC.
Absolutely. I said that. And I can't believe that they brought her back on OC. I did not think that was going to happen.
There was no reason for her to come back.
None.
What, they wanted her to resolve all this drama?
And Tammy, you need to stop going after her. Tamrat was supposed to go after Heather that last season. That's what the producers wanted her to do. But she's too much of a pussy and afraid of Heather. So she tried to take down her friend, Jen, was Tamrat, like, you are nobody's friend. Like, she just needs to go. Like, and Heather does not belong on that show. She definitely belongs on Beverly Hills. They're not friends. She's not friends with those people.
That's my thing. Heather has more in common with Sudden Stripes and Garcelle Bouvet than she does with anybody on the OC.
Yep. They both
Let's just be honest.
Yeah. Old money, and that's what it is. Like, new money talks, old money walks, or whatever it's called. Like, I'm sorry, new money talks, old money walks.
I mean, do I feel like that Heather could take down Erica? Yeah.
But listen, Erica's going to take herself down. Erica's her fake self. I can deal with fake Erica right now. I need her to stay like that and stop acting like she has some kind of win. Do you understand what she's doing with this news about her what was it called? I forget. Whatever just happened. The earrings. This bitch had the balls to fucking get with the goddamn victims this weekend. She really fucking thinks she won something. That she gained something.
She didn't win anything.
She's still fucking it. Nothing's changed. They just
She's still on the court.
She still fucking receives stolen money. Stolen property. It's a felony.
And she keeps saying that she didn't receive any stolen money.
She needs to stop it with this. She went on I heard she was on some kind of like microphone and putting people doing the same thing she's doing on. I gotta watch it. This is all legend. I was like, are you serious? Who is lying to her? Who is telling her to act like this? Nothing's changed. Tom has still done everything he's done. Everything is still the same thing, Erica. All they did was prove that the earrings weren't bought with that money. They can't prove what was bought and what wasn't because they don't know, because he didn't keep track. He just stole the money and just kept stealing and not keeping track of it. So they can't. Yeah, of course, the court's not going to be able to tell them yes or no. You know what I mean? She's fucking lost it. You still fucking received the goddamn earrings, Erica. You don't deserve them. So you didn't win. This doesn't validate you that you didn't know. This doesn't validate shit. All this validates is that you think you didn't buy them with. She knows they were bought with stolen fucking money, for fuck's sake. So an appeal to a higher court just to fucking appeal and turn around and say, no, you're still wrong. She has it in her head. She's won something and that she's right. Erica, nobody's ever been able to prove whether you know or not, unless it's on paper. Nobody can prove that for a fact.
The thing about it is that if she were to take a lie detector
it's a
test,
decision you make in your brain.
will fail.
Nobody knows if she knew. Yes, of course it was out there. His ex-wife told everybody. Ignorance is not an excuse. Think about it. The judge does not care if you didn't know the law when you commit a crime. Okay? That's called ignorance is not an excuse. You don't walk into a courtroom and go, oh, I didn't know the law, sir. I'm sorry.
Well, she thinks that she's above the law.
But she's not.
I know.
She's not. You make $900,000 a season. You're not broke, bitch. People live off a lot less. You don't need these earrings or the money for them. The victims probably have they're poor as fuck because you are fucking literally, you've received a stolen life. Whether you knew or not, Erica, you got a free life. A very extravagant one that cost a lot of money that this man didn't give a fuck about and just stole the money. He was living life like it was nothing. He wasn't paying these people. He got old. He figured by the time he gets caught, he's a good enough attorney that he did. He got out of it. He got a conservatorship long enough to make him look like he's going to die soon. By the time he gets to end of court, he's going to be dead. He knows that. He might do a year or two. The man's old. You know, he's not going to live much longer than this. He's 85. Maybe he lives to 95. By the time he's done, he knew this. He knew he was going to leave her hanging with the bag. Because he's never going to fucking pay for these crimes. Never. And I want to see this court. We got to see this court case. If you're going to show us Depp versus Heard, you got to show us Tom in court. We got to see this court. He's now able to be competent for court, right?
Right.
The lawyer, the judge said, man, you could probably, you probably literally defend your case. You know more about. So he's like, you're confident that. So now anything he says about Erica, I think that they have to really if he says Erica knew, now they have to listen to him. Because now he's competent, which is weird. He shit himself, right? Oh, all of a sudden he's shitting himself. Oh, he can't run, he can't drive, he can't walk, assisted living.
Here's the thing. If Tom has Alzheimer's or dementia, it would have already been shown.
Well, he's 80 motherfucking 5. He's got something. I can barely hear and see, okay? And I'm 46. Imagine him. He was probably, yes, he probably does have that. He did drive off a cliff, for fuck's sake. And she didn't tell anyone, which is crazy. That, to me, is a crime, too. The man was conscious for 6 hours. He's 85. And you don't tell the hospital that happened to that man? Did you want him to die? Maya thinks you wanted to unalive him. Because secretly, she's funneling money to Tommy Rizzo, her ex-husband, Tommy Sr., Tommy Jr.'s father, her son's father, in Los Angeles, funneling money with Tom Girardi's permission. Then this whole thing blows up. I think they tried to unalive that man. Tom Girardi was the only middleman that could literally say Erica was funneling this money from me for her defense, or now fuck her. Now Tom can say everything. He was literally, I think, in on this. This is alleged. It's all in Dana's Patreon. She's been hanging out with Tommy. She's been fucking Tommy Rizzo, hanging out with Tommy Rizzo. She's in love with that man, her son's father, and he's a big deal in Vegas, if you know what I mean. He's on the other side of the crime. He's not on the blue side. He's not the blue. We're in the blue. He's like the other kind.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's crazy because it's like, Erica, you just tell us you fucking knew, please. For the love of my life, for the rest of my goddamn life, she will never tell us why she divorced him. There's no reason why she divorced him. If she didn't know, she divorced him out of the blue. That's weird. You found out the next day he was a thief. That's odd. That's very fucked up. But hello, anyway, what did you file for divorce for them, please? Let me tell you. He stopped hugging you. He's got dementia. He doesn't have any money. I'm sorry. sickness and health, richer or poorer. The man needs you most when he's the sickest, and you leave. And now you won't divorce
I
him.
think that if she really wanted to get away from Tom,
Fuck
she could
yeah.
have been divorced way before
Why would
anything
she?
else.
She wanted to make sure the money was there. As long as the money was there, she was staying until he was dead. She
Hmm.
expected to receive his fortune that he doesn't have any longer. She
True.
doesn't. It's crazy. She divorced him because because she knew he was out of money. She knew what he was doing. That's why she fucking did it. We know, and she just will not say that. I don't know what she put on the separation papers, but we just assume that she knew. But she says no. She found out the next day when all the people were like, "Why'd you divorce him? He must have been out of money. He must be out of money. How's he out of money? Oh shit, he's been stealing money. Oh, he's a thief. I had a free life. Oh my god. Oh, I'm a victim. Oh my god. The victims, fuck the victim. It's like, Erica, even if you say, I found out 3 years ago, it took me this long to leave him, I had to get my ducks in a row, or say, oh man, he promised me the victims were always going to get paid, and I believed them. I believed they were always getting paid. I didn't know that he wasn't paying them back. Say that. I don't know. But don't say, I won. Oh, you guys are fucked up. You guys owe me an apology for saying I knew about whatever, dude. She's taken 20 years off my life arguing her. I argue this all the time. I don't know why I do it.
The thing about it is that
Back
she
in,
should have
sorry.
just said, I believe the victims, but I'm choosing not to give them any money.
Why? Oh, the thing is, she should have did like a GoFundMe or something. I don't know. It's a lot of money he stole. She'll
All
never
I know is that Lisa Vanderpump's been paying some of these victims off.
She did?
And look here, it's not like that Miss Erica Girardi is trying to give out any
Yeah.
money.
She's not trying to do shit, actually. I don't understand. She makes a lot
And
of.
that's the part that I think that behind closed doors, it bothers her.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, she was a
It
victim.
bothers her conscience.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. She's very defensive. You're right. You're right. You're right. She's got a defense mechanism. Like, I don't give a fuck kind of defense mechanism. I really believe that. Because honestly, like, she was stuck in that life. What was she going to do? She left him, yeah. But like, I don't know. She just wanted to be rich by all means, stay rich, She was enjoying that life, but the bitch makes a lot of money,
I
on the
look at
show.
it like this: staying rich isn't worth having a guilty
Not.
conscience.
Isn't it crazy? Like, we see all these things. Like, I understand why we can't get good housewives. Andy's not going to pay people what he used to, because every time we get a new one, they're fucked up. I like look. We didn't like Noella. We didn't like. I love Monica. I think that was the biggest mistake Bravo's ever made, was to fire Monica and not bring her back. Anyway, she's the best housewife we've had in a long time. Brings her own bag of shit. Don't need to make drama with everybody else. Oh, my eyes were like stuck together. Doesn't make drama. Didn't need to make storylines with other people. She had her own bag of shit we could dig into. She had an attitude. She's beautiful. She markets herself. And they fire her. They keep people like fucking Sister Gay. And listen, we're going to lose the franchises, people. We're going to lose them, because we have to, like, Ultimate Girls Trip was the best thing they could have done for Roni. If they wanted to bring them back, put them on a goddamn island for 2 weeks and let them get and see what happens. And that was great. Throw a fucking, what's her name in there? Throw the other chicken. I forget the two girls' names, but throw them in there. That was amazing. Talking about Bethany, like, I'm sorry, like, I liked it. I always sleep on like the Ultimate Girls Trips, and I end up loving them. And I feel like we got to take
I
Atlanta.
agree. Put them on the island and just let them just chill.
Did you hear Portia's back?
Yeah, I'm happy that she's back.
Me
But
too.
let's just see, what is she bringing?
She's bringing Gubadia.
She better bring something.
She's got Gubadia money
Even though
now.
I love Portia to death because she be funny as all get out.
But this is the thing. Bravo keeps throwing these Hail Marys out. Like, I feel like they're trying to save the franchise with these Hail Marys. Like, they thought Tamara was a Hail Mary. She was going to save the show. Tamara's ruining it. Now they just did it with, I don't think they really, we wanted Portia back. Bravo needs to pay Portia what they paid Candy. I
Exactly.
think.
That's only if Bravo's trying to pay
But they're not.
Phaedra. If Phaedra comes back,
Oh, yeah.
if Phaedra comes back,
They're going to bring
then
Phaedra.
it's going to be on.
And then
Because Phaedra's got to face everybody.
do you think Candy left because she knew Phaedra might come back? They obviously didn't want to lose Candy if they had to get Portia. Candy's the force multiplier there. She was the
Exactly.
highest.
But I think that Candy left for the better, which
Right.
I'm happy that she did leave. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you why.
she don't need the
Candy
show.
has a bunch of businesses that Candy
Yeah,
needs to tend to.
she's a music tycoon.
She's a music icon. She's an
Yeah,
entrepreneur, and she
yeah.
knows how to get that money.
Everything everything she touches turns to gold. Every
Exactly. So really, she didn't need the show.
no, and none of the ladies that aren't all the people that cause trouble are the ones that need the show. Giselle and Robin have nothing. They need the show. Wendy and Candace have everything on Potomac. They have real careers. They have real degrees and real thing. They don't need the show. Karen doesn't need the show. The people starting trouble need the show because the dude don't work. Juan ain't fucking working, and Giselle ain't doing shit either. So
Right.
that's what boggles my mind. Like you're gonna create.
Honestly, I'm starting to get tired of Giselle and Robin.
Ugh, Sob and Robin, man. The fact that
I feel like
her,
I feel like that Potomac needs a shake up.
it needs
Or at least replace those two.
Listen, Candace and Wendy, I feel like they're never gonna stop going after their families. And I don't know why. It's okay. It's not okay. Giselle hired somebody to act like a fake mistress. That's fucking bull. That whole thing was such a clusterfuck. That was crazy. And he didn't even do it. And the fact that they did that to that like I feel like Chris and Candace should just go. You're right, and I feel like it's not good for them to be on the show. 5 years is good. Say goodbye. We know who you are now. You're an actress and a singer, and you're making a ton of money doing that. They're never gonna stop coming after you and your families, though. And then just forget Potomac. They're gonna have to recast the entire thing because I don't want Giselle and Robin to stay either. They don't have to, like just get rid of the show altogether or recast it and start over. Because
it's either that or just send them or do the whole put them on the island for a couple days, maybe a couple months, film and then get it done.
Because they got to force them to hang out anyway. They got to make up dinners for them to do, day trips for them to do, because they don't hang out in real life on Atlanta anymore. It's been so toxic. These people are not friends any longer. You have to force them to do things, go to dinner, then force them to play a game so they get into a fight, and then you have some content so the fucking producers can go home finally. You know what I mean? 222.
So it's like there's no point of really just keeping them around.
They did it with OC. They forced them to have dinner together.
The same thing with OC. I mean, if they put Potomac and OC together, put them on an island, do a quick show, get it done, send everybody else home.
Yep. A little
paycheck. Be just fine.
They have to. Nobody's hanging out. You're forcing them to do shit together. It's not fun.
And it's not like that they're other than Emily and what's her name?
Who is it?
Emily and what's her name?
Emily and Gina. Oh God.
Yeah.
Emily. I forgot.
Other than those two, those are the only ones who are hanging out in real life.
They're literally. OC irritated the fuck out of me last season. I did not like Gina. I did not like the way her Zempic way she was acting. I didn't like the way she was going after Heather. I didn't like fucking Tammy. I keep calling her Tamrat going after Shannon. Shannon was losing. Going after Heather and Jen. Shannon was losing her mind over John. She looked like Big Bird on the fucking reunion. Horrible fucking lighting. Horrible dress. She's gonna lose her mind. And Gina and Emily. Gina was like literally the shit starter, and Emily was like the lawyer the whole time, trying to like get in everybody's thing and like figure it all out. Mm-hmm. And then like they're going after Jen and Ryan. Leave Jen and Ryan alone. She's hot and new. We needed her. Like they're running people off the show. It's so fucking. It's like.
Which I am going to say this, and I'm going to commend Tamara on this one.
Whoa,
because Tamara did get her daughter back.
She did.
Remember.
I didn't know that.
At the beginning, she did have her daughter and her mom living underneath the same roof.
Right. Oh, her younger daughter. Okay.
Her younger daughter.
Did she get her? She did. I wonder if the older daughter talks to her yet. You know?
I don't know, but
I wonder why that happened. Like, what would make you stop talking to your mom forever? You know?
You would have to do something really bad, and even that, it would have to hurt to say, "Hey, I cut my mother off."
Yeah, like
I mean, let's be honest. We have probably all cut off our parents at some point in time.
Right. So
just because they
yes,
made us mad or were
yes,
upset. But
yes,
after a while, it's the DNA that gets
yes.
in there and the loving that we remember that our parents had for us that says, you know what? I
Mm-hmm.
miss my mom.
Yep, me too. Me and my friend, my best friend Kelly, we were talking about this yesterday because she has a lot of kids and I don't have any, but she is her mom, had to, it wasn't a good situation growing up, right? But I had to I said, listen, think about what we have done to our kids, not her, like her kids, and then Marine's got 3 kids. We were drug addict. We did way worse. They've seen way worse. We put them through like they really saw everything. Like we were not the best parents, and I was the aunt. We were horrible. I blame myself for if they have any issues. It's very very. I'm gonna say we're white trash. Let's call us white trash. We were very white trashish. Okay, we were like doing drugs, people in and out. Prostitutes, like just everything. Like and not in my house, but like partying in our 30s. We were fucked up, and like these kids still the toxic relationship she's in. And I said, Kelly, you have to forgive like I'm trying to get her to forgive her mom. She doesn't see her, doesn't talk to her. But I said, listen, you have to, and you don't have to go to her and be like, she hasn't seen her mom since she was 12. We're in our 40s. And now we're trying to figure out our shit and fix our inside, the dark night of the soul. So her biggest thing is to get over her mom, right? And I said, Kel, what could we have done to our kids, the kids? And I was like, we have literally have no right to be mad at our fucking parents anymore for being alcoholics and drunks and going to prison and us seeing, stuff that we saw. Because listen, we did way worse. We did just as bad. Think about it. We were fucking doing lines of coke when the kids were walking out of the room. As soon as they walk in the bed, of course, when they weren't there, we were doing lines of coke in the kitchen. Come on, man. Like you cannot be mad at our parents any longer. Like
My thing about it is that I feel like
wrong.
everybody has love for their parents, regardless.
Yeah, exactly. And
Um,
like it's
if you
she's something wrong with her inside, and she's like, I don't know, I gotta like forgive my mom somehow. So yeah, like we
and
always
and it does.
and we're
Look
always
here, I'm not the perfect daughter. As my mom put in
either.
one point, she's like, it's her. Sometimes you put me in timeout. Yeah, sometimes I do put you in timeout. It's just because I'm
Yeah,
trying to preserve the relationship, especially if it's something that has nothing to do with you, but it's with inside myself that kind of just says, "Hey, I need
yeah,
to step back." You know,
yeah. Like
it
I have like 2 sets of parents, and like my biological, like my dad and my uncles, I'm just like them. I unfortunately like took that side, and I me and my dad got sober at the same time. My uncle was in prison. I never in a million years thought at one point I had cut that side of my family off. My uncles were in jail. My dad was not getting sober. Then me and my dad both got sober. Went away. I came home, and then we had to rebuild a relationship because we were always drug friends. He was always drunk my whole life, and then I did drugs. Like it was, that kind of relationship. My stepmom, on the other hand, was not like that. She was the one who stayed with him for 25 years, still with him. He's sober now, and my uncles are sober. They're all back with their wives. Like it was so crazy. Like we actually fixed this generational curse that we had of addiction. My uncles were hardcore alcoholics. My dad too, drunks, alcoholics, drugs. Me too, hardcore drug addict. Went away to prison. We all did fucked up crimes, right? We are now have completely, our lives are so normal. We've changed it. It took 40 years. My grandparents died when I was 6 and 7 years old. They lost their parents. So my uncles were very fucked up, like their marriages and everything. Like, and it was, we're outlaws. And like
Mhm.
now it's like I've forgiven my dad for I couldn't even be mad at him anymore because how can I tell him that he picked alcohol over his family because I was an alcoholic and a drug addict too. I didn't choose that. I was self-medicating. I became the addict and yet so guilty for being so mad at my dad for so long and then realizing I'm just like him. And like we all did it together, but like I feel like everybody has their shit. And like no matter what, my mom is the saint and everything, and my stepdad did some things, but like that's a whole different story. But
And
like
we always have to realize that in a way, we are our parents.
we are, and
We
I
are our parents.
yes, and
And,
if
and my
I
mom,
had
my
it,
mom always tells me, she says, "Baby girl, sometimes I have to catch myself because I have to think you acting just like me."
yes. Listen, I looked at like all right, so Marine's my best friend. I don't know if you know who that is, but like there's some situation with her that I can't reconcile. But her kid, Caden, I love him to fucking death. He curses and shit now, right? He's like motherfucker, and he's like pissed. And like so they're really good though. They're really good kids. But like they were over the summer and their motherfucking and I said, looked at Marine, I said, this is our fucking fault. This is our fault. This is our fault. Like, we can't even argue with him. He's been literally playing us since he was little. But like, the kid has we have no right to like be mad at this kid for being angry or whatever, because like it's oh god, the situation where it's just crazy. My parents were nothing like that. They were nothing near, well, as far as I know, like what we did, the people we had in and out. Like, I'm just saying, I didn't have kids for this reason. I didn't have kids because was so afraid that I was going to pass on what was going on with me to my kids, and then have to watch, like, my mom goes through hell watching me suffer because she couldn't fix me. My mom's the opposite. Like, she's the one who's like a saint, never did drugs. Enough. My dad was the guy she slept with because he was the bad guy. He was the prison guy. He was like, best sex guy's always in prison. He was best sex guy. And like, this guy, she's my stepdad. She was with in high school. He's like the good one, supposedly, and he turned out not to be, but that's a whole different story. But they're still together since high school. She only had, she had me and my brother with my dad. That was like a thing. But like, there's a reason why he wasn't my dad growing up, because he was an outlaw. And then, my stepmom stayed with him. But like, my parent, like, I looked at Marina and Kelly. I said, we cannot be mad at our fucking parents. Look what we have done to our kids. I say ours because their kids are our kids. But I didn't have kids because I did not want to suffer and put them through. Then I not been able to fix your kid I couldn't. My mom my mom suffers watching me, and I hate that, because it's not her fault. Like, I am a self-medicator for my entire life. Since the time I can remember, I've been unhappy, I have an anxiety. I know now why, and my lifestyle didn't help that. But like, my mom, I begged and begged. When I was growing up, I said to my mom, I don't know what's wrong. I was like 7 years old. Not knowing, tell my mom I'm depressed. I don't know what's wrong with me. I want to go home. I never felt like, see, it was weird. I don't know if I'm talking about this shit now, but I just like, yeah, we got on the situation, this talk. I don't know what the hell we got on this talk about.
To be honest with you,
But
it took a while for me to open up and to say,
yeah,
Mom, I suffer with anxiety and depression
yeah,
and suicidal.
me too.
I've been total 5 years since I have not had one suicidal thought.
Really?
Thank God. And it's the environment. Sometimes it's your environment. Me and DJ
Yeah.
moved into this apartment last year in May. At the end of May. And I will stay with my grandparents, and I love my grandparents to death.
Yeah.
If my grandparents ever needed anything, hey, grandma, hey, are y'all coming? Yeah, are you bringing my great grandbaby? Yes. Okay, good. I mean, they love DJ's daughter, and they love DJ to death.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so
And
special.
we personally don't have kids together.
Right.
Our thing is, let's just wait. Let's
How old are
let
you?
nature take its course.
Do you want to have kids?
I want to have kids, but
You're older now, though, right?
right, I'm going to be 30. But to be honest with you,
Okay.
even if I'm in my 40s and I have a kid,
Yeah.
I would still be able to maintain that kid.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I was going to say, my friend Kelly that I'm talking about, she's pregnant again. She's got with a
That's
really
good though.
She's I know, and the guy she's with now. So the guy she's with, he works with my husband. He's a great guy. She finally met like the love of her life, finally at our age, and they're just having a kid together. So like, yeah, we're going through all this. Like, do we really? I was like, do you really want to do this again? Like, she's got 20-year-olds. This is her 11th kid. She's got 11 kids, I think. 11 kids. 11.
That's amazing.
And I'm not going to tell the rest of the story, but like, she's now able to raise this one with this guy who's a great guy. And now we're working on our shit with like, now she's like very spiritual. She's my only friend that's getting spiritual with me. She's the only one that like has been like, and I don't know. I love her kids to death. Like, and I just couldn't have them. And that's why, like, I don't even in my younger age, like at your age, when you say like you want to have a kid, to me, it's scary. Like, I just don't know. I told you, I don't feel like a real adult, having a kid to me is like something adults do. Like, I still feel like I'm a child. I have stunted growth probably from doing drugs.
I think a lot of that has to do with inside. We feel like that little kid.
I do. I really do.
And that little girl inside of us always says like we're scared or something's wrong. And sometimes we're like, I think that we're going to be okay.
Yeah. Well, how many do you have? How many he has? How many?
He only has one.
Oh, okay.
Coco turned 21 January the 29th.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the thing about this is am putting together the video of DJ being in the hospital not once but twice. The last time he was in the hospital, he had to get a stent put in because he had a kidney stone lodged. We were in the hospital that day being discharged that day at the hospital on her birthday.
Ooh.
And it was because one, Dakota is a high functioning autistic adult. Two, I didn't want her there by herself.
Aw.
Even though she was there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and my mom came and called her grandchild and said, do you want us to go get Coco? I said, I asked Dakota. Dakota said no. And she wanted to prove herself so badly that she could be there by herself and take care of the household and everything. And I said, okay. I said, but if you get scared, you call Gigi and Gigi will come get you.
Aw.
And my mom loves her grandbaby.
Yes. That's so special that you're like family guy. Like that, like that's really that's everything when you family loves your person you're with. And that,
Exactly.
and welcomes his kid and everything like that. Like you guys literally were meant to be together, You
We
guys
were, and that's why I always told Gigi, and DJ's like, babe, I feel like I've been with you for a lifetime. I said, same
yeah,
here.
it's
Because sometimes when I'm about to say, okay, we've been together for like 20 some odd years, it's like, no, we haven't, but it
I'm
feels
telling
like
you,
it.
I don't even know you well, and I swore you guys were together a long time. But I
It
feel
feels
like you
like
guys
it.
have together in past lives. I think you guys have been together in your past lives. Definitely.
And
I believe that stuff.
I
I
mean,
did.
it's crazy because DJ told me last week on the second when I went to go get my nose pierced with my sister, take your phone in there and record it. No, just in case I jump, I don't want to be jumping on camera. We missing everything.
I was
He
just
said, okay. I said, because I was getting both my nostrils pierced.
oh my god.
First one was fine. The second one, I kind of jumped a little. It's like, okay, now I want my scepter pierced. He's like, what? Yeah,
Well, you want your what?
my scepter, the middle part of your nose pierced.
Oh my god, I'm crying because I bumped my nose ring this morning really bad and it's bleeding. Yeah, like I can't. I'm scared.
Hold on, let
I'm,
me show you my nose rings. Hold up.
oh my god, I'm gonna be so jealous. See, I want everything too. I want my lip done too. That looks fucking cool.
Yeah.
See, you now I can't put a ring in it. Can you put a ring in?
I can put a ring in it after 6 months
Is that
because
my
I have the L shape in here, the L bar.
I can't get my L bar in. I can't get the L
That
bar.
L bar is, I'm going to tell you something. I have to get used to not going like this and then pushing it back in.
I know.
But the guy said since it's loose, it's healing, so I'm not having to worry about nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, but when DJ gets home, he's got his Valentine's gift. So
Oh, I know. My mine's
we're
downstairs.
we're gonna be filming that part today.
Are you? I was
Yeah,
gonna put your channel in the thing, in our chat.
yeah.
But I know. I forgot that it was Valentine's Day and I saw my present. I was like, I gotta go get my husband something.
I have a good feeling that I'm gonna be getting more gifts this time around because y'all will see Dakota's Valentine's Day gift. Literally, we took her to Build-A-Bear.
Oh.
And we're gonna show that in the video to where she's gonna bring up what we got her from Build-A-Bear, and then her hair. Dakota's hair looks amazing. If you follow me, well, you follow me on Instagram.
Okay.
Okay, on Instagram you will see Dakota's hair. It looks fabulous.
Oh, I gotta see it. How do I get your thing?
It looks
got
fabulous.
you. I got you.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the question and the Q&A thing from 2 years ago.
Yep.
Wow, you guys are actually on for a while.
Her hair looks fabulous. After 45 minutes of talking to her to allow them to bleach her hair looks fabulous.
Oh my god. I gotta find on Instagram now too. I have to do it when we hang up. I can't get it. For some reason, I can't get on my page. Not Patreon. I want to pay my streamer on here. Put your new channel. It's your first video. Oh wait. I'll make sure before we go. I'll link it before we go.
Today's video, y'all will literally see Dakota, how her hair looks. She's gonna bring out what we got her from Build-A-Bear.
Aww.
And yeah, she the Build-A-Bear and her hair getting dyed was her Valentine's Day gift early. So
I don't know
I'm very impressed.
Anything. I didn't really deserve anything, actually. I didn't deserve anything. Because I spend too much money sometimes, and like he doesn't check the account for like 6 or 7 months, and then when he does, I get in fucking trouble. And like I kind of didn't deserve anything, but I don't know. I'd like
don't say she don't deserve anything, because then he's
don't.
gonna watch and be like, okay, then fine, I'm not gonna get her anything.
I feel so like he's such a good guy, dude. I don't deserve him at all. Like he was saying
I feel the same way about DJ. It's like, what did I do to deserve
I
you?
know. I'm like, you mean that? I said, do you really mean that stuff? Like, he's like, what do you mean? He's like, you're my world. I'm like, we've been together 10 years.
And it's like, okay, me and you, we good.
It's awesome.
And when we moved into the apartment, I was happy. I was like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
like this is ours.
You get excited. It's your you can go to bed every night with peace of mind. Like it's
right. It's like when we go to bed, we sleep together.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, it's not me going back to Houston and then me coming back to Baytown. We signed these papers at the end of May, and this is our apartment.
Wow, I didn't realize you were different states.
I mean, I live between Houston and coming back and forth, and we just put pen to paper, money together. I mean, our apartment has done us really good. You know,
I can't believe I'm still blown away by how much money it is. Oh my fucking god!
Look here, we decided to pick out an apartment complex. We had a budget, anything between 980 to 990. If everything is included, that will put us around 1,200.
Oh God, Jesus!
And since utilities and everything was included, we almost about hit 1 month the 1,200 mark.
Whew.
And we both said, okay, money to money. We both put it half. Hey.
Yeah. Actually, it's not that bad, but like I feel like I don't know. I need to monetize my channel.
I gotta show you. This right here was my early gift.
Oh.
From Victoria's Secret, right along with this.
I think it looks like the red bottle sexy one or whatever.
Yeah.
I know. I should probably go now. My husband just got home. I'm gonna go do our Valentine's Day stuff now. But what time did you take it home?
I mean, my baby got a little something up in his bag.
I didn't get him anything. I'm gonna have to go. You know, we're gonna have to do it up.
go grab it real quick.
Exactly. I'm gonna go really like.
But I am gonna show y'all something because.
What'd you get?
I got DJ this.
Does he know yet?
He finally got a plushie. That's on his side of the bed, and he technically has a bear, but this one's his.
That's awesome. I think that's what I like. It that stuff literally I will keep forever. Like that bears don't leave my bed.
I have tons of bears from DJ. Tons.
Yep, everything he's ever given me, I have. It's like even stupid stuff. Like that. What time are you going back? Or whatever.
I also got in this.
Let me see. Oh, Star Wars.
Because we're both like Star Wars fanatics.
That's awesome.
Now, if I would have found one that had Joker and Harley Quinn, he would have died.
Could you find it?
Because we're both Batman fanatics.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Batman freak than he is.
Oh my god, I'm like Superman freak.
All right, hold on.
We might have to have a battle though, because I'm Superman. Okay, I am a Superman fan. Stan. But now I can do Batman. Batman's cool. Batman's cool. I
All
like.
right, y'all. Give me a second. I gotta put stuff back because she's supposed to be getting home pretty soon.
Mickey's home now.
Okay, here we go. And I'm back.
I hear about my eyes are watering again.
But yep. Even my grandma, she was kind of like shocked. She's like, "Why'd you get your nose pierced?" Because I wanted to get it done, but I knew that it would be disrespectful living underneath your roof.
Did I do the other side?
Because my grandma understands piercing is different than my grandpa.
I'm addicted to tattooing though too. Tattoos are addicting to me too. Like I have them
But
everywhere.
eventually, I will get this middle part right here pierced.
That would look fucking cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I literally just pierced this one. I've had the same side pierced millions of times, but I want it literally it's poking me in the inside.
If you go
Yeah.
onto my Instagram and you follow Lily, that's my sister.
I will go in
Ask her for the picture of her having this part pierced, her scepter. She also wanted getting this part of her ear pierced.
See, that hurts. That's the part that hurts.
But she said because here's the thing, when I got my nose pierced, she got this part pierced. She's like, while I was in there, I was just smiling. She's like, it didn't hurt that much.
I have them I have them all here, but I have them up here, but I don't put them in. I just have them in there.
Got you.
But I don't put them in because I don't know. I forget. I haven't put the 3 up here in a long time.
But she has this part pierced. But she's like, it takes a year for it to heal.
Awesome when they have that like right there too. Because
eventually I'm gonna get this part pierced and then I'm gonna get this pierced.
Yeah, you could do it yourself, you know that, right? Amazon.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to hurt myself.
I know. So
I'd rather pay a professional to go do it.
I know. I did my ears myself, but that's only because Amazon sells the friggin' thing, the disposable ones.
But I think after August, after these completely heal, I'm gonna go right ahead and get this pierced.
So how long? All right. So I can't get my L bar in. I can't get this ring in. I don't know. I think my nose is too thick. I think I put it's too far back. I think. Can't say it's right there. I think it's too far back.
Yeah, it might be a little too far back because you do have people that do actually get this part pierced.
Yeah, like it's on the little divot thing, but like my nose is funny. It's thicker, I guess. I had a scar in there from the first time. There's like a scar tissue in there. Fucked up. I had to wait like years to re-pierce it. But and now it's sticking, it's poking me bad. I got the piercer one in. That's why it's poking at the end. But I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go get my Valentine's Day present. But I will get you on Instagram. I was so excited that you came up and talked to me because you're always like I talk to myself, but like you guys have.
I get nervous sometimes coming up here.
You do? I don't. Well, listen. I have issues with insecurity for fucking some reason, and I
think we all do. I mean, I have that problem too.
Yeah, and it fucks my head up, but like I know nobody's looking at us like that. Nobody's staring at us going, they should do this to their hair. Well, actually, somebody was doing that to me. Actually, he told me I needed to recontour my face, cut my hair short, have a bob, fix my eyes, not wear. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Sometimes I wish people would just worry about themselves other than trying to hurt other people because what you say does affect someone's mental status.
I spiraled. I've been spiraling ever since.
I mean, so yeah.
We haven't talked. Me and that person haven't talked since then. So I'm not mad at him. He knows that my mental health is like really fragile. And that is my biggest thing and it just made me feel like shit.
Right.
But, he thinks he's being honest and doing me a favor. I'm like, okay. He's like, you look like Mimi from Drew Carey. Come to Jersey. We all look like this. Seriously. It was so funny at BravoCon at Caroline's when Frank Catania was doing a show. So I'm in the audience. Of course, I was there. I went with my ex-best friend. Like, the biggest mistake of my life. But I went and I ended up leaving. But anyway, I looked at the crowd. We all look you could not literally. We're all dark hair. We're all tan in the middle of winter. We're all heavy ass makeup. We look I was like, damn, we don't change. Like, we look like we did in a skating rink. You could not pick us out. Like me, Rachel, Rose, we all, oh my God, yeah, we all have dark. We don't change. Like, we don't stop doing the lip liner. We haven't figured out that we shouldn't be doing like, brown lip liner anymore. Like, we still haven't caught up to like 2000 yet. We're all tan in the middle of winter.
Like, I feel like that y'all should do whatever makes you comfortable. I'm not a big makeup pet peeve. I mean, I do wear makeup.
I'm never gonna
but
change.
Just do what makes you feel comfortable. Like, I don't worry about what other people think.
People are like, you're too old to have different color hair, and like I used to have, like last year my hair was purple, blue. I'm like, fucking don't care. Like, I think it looks good on me. So leave me alone.
I'm gonna tell you this, and me and DJ joked about this at the gym. Dakota was with us, and he's like, "So where's Dakota?" I'm like, "It's easy to find her with her hair." Because everybody there at the gym either has black hair, blonde hair, dark brown hair. It's easy to find her. Oh, there she is.
There she is. I know.
And we just told her, hey, do whatever makes you comfortable.
Yeah, like my niece is like 8 or 9, and she's got little pink pieces in her hair. Like, we dyed her a little piece of pink in her hair. She's so cool. She like wants to be me. She looks like me too.
And that's good.
I
know.
And
something that y'all won't be able to see. I'm gonna try to capture it today in the Valentine's Day video. But Dakota's hair does have glitter.
I gotta say it. I can't wait to say it.
It does. So when I start filming today, I'm gonna literally show y'all her hair. Her hair actually does have glitter. And the little purple little space parts that has glitter.
Oh my God,
so
I'm jealous. I want glitter. Oh my God, now I want glitter.
If anybody wants to know, Dakota loves Galaxy stuff. She loves Legos.
Oh,
I mean, I'm gonna have to capture a video one day to where she's like in her room messing with her stuff.
Aren't they cool?
Because she's awesome.
I know, aren't they? Like, they're so smart. I'm amazed at these kids. Like, they are. I don't know what they're doing on social media, but like, I'm like amazed. They like my little niece. It's Marine's daughter. She sets up her little makeup station. She's not even 9 years old. She sets her makeups, and her room's all like galaxy lights. Like, they're so fucking smart and resilient. Like, so resilient. I just can't even believe it.
And Lil does Dakota know I'm actually looking at getting her the whole galaxy space setup thing for her room. It's a projector that shines on the ceiling and on the walls. I'm looking at getting her that for Christmas.
That would be I'm telling you, galaxy light. Like, laying there and just watching, like, and just having that on your ceiling. That would be, you could meditate with that, go to sleep with that on. I'll get my pole up and my
it would be, and I know she's going to freaking scream or squeak because yesterday I just uploaded the Belated Christmas.
Ooh.
I will see her squeak.
There.
And then I squeak over something that DJ want to get me. It is awesome. But in that video, her hair is just the way how it is. But this video today, of course, y'all gonna see her new hairstyle. Because she was every day, ever since we got her hair done, she's been waking up with a smile on her face. Yeah, I'm like, there we go.
That's awesome. You created a monster.
There we go.
Yeah, the second we started like getting her hair dyed and her nails done. If we tell her the Friday we're going to the nail salon, this kid does not forget. She does not forget. We're going to the nail salon. I mean, I'm telling you, the kids like we created monsters. We did. She was like, she takes my extensions and throws them in her hair. And she's like, look, I'm gonna go to school like this. I'm like, go ahead, I don't care. I was like, why don't we just dye her hair pink? We'll just dye her hair pink. Marine's like, no, I said I'm dyeing her hair pink. I'm like the aunt that you don't want. I'm the one
and
that
y'all encourage Coco because we told Dakota, we said, hey, Gigi says that your hair looks fuller with it not being cut. Because it does. When a lady want to blowing out her hair looks so good. And I always tell Dakota, hey, we're not getting your hair cut. You already want to get my hair cut? No, because your hair looks better. It has volume. And it's not laying flat. And she's like, okay. I was like, even Gigi loves it.
Listen, gray roots too. Like I have a lot of gray too, but like I'll just wear the friggin' extensions that have gray and black hair. Like that actually have gray extensions in them, like gray line. I'm telling you, I would just get my hair like if I could highlight my hair and it wouldn't fall out, I would just do that instead because it's just to cover the gray all the time. But I just my hair's all extensions, but that's a problem. It's a shopping problem for me. I have to have my hair. I just have to have my extensions. That's the only thing I ask for now. I'm not allowed to buy anything else. But I said, please let me buy my hair.
Hey, normally I would go get braids, but it's kind of like, okay, last year I did the whole dark purple and black and blue. Okay, I don't know what color I want now, so let's
Yeah,
not do that right now.
I know. Let's just
Let
wait.
me just put in my little hair, little piece, and going about my business.
I'm telling you, my hair's all just black. Hey, Dustin. I forgot that it was Valentine's Day. Dustin, I gotta call him because we're supposed to do real quick before I go. Dustin, do you want to do Vanderpump later? We're supposed to do Vanderpump at 6:00, but I forgot that was Valentine's Day. It's not that we're doing anything, but I'll be right there, babe.
And I
Dustin, let
love
me
your
know.
cat.
I have 4 of them, but
You got 4 of them?
I have 4. Yeah, that black one, and then I have the one I always have, the Sterling Marie, that's black and white. So I have 2 little kittens, the 2 little girls, black and white ones. Then I have Mr. Man, that big white monster looking guy.
Yeah.
And then never seen Meow Meow because she's 15 and she's huge. She's the one who's had her 15 years. She's gray, but she's like Mrs. Mr. And then the white guy, he's the wizard. He's Mr. And then the 2 kids, I'm telling you, and they're all feral. I take them in. I have 2
Wow.
outside too. I have 4 inside, 2 outside, and I still had a fucking mouse in my bathroom yesterday. I said, I have 6 fucking cats, and I had a mouse in my goddamn bathroom. I screamed, and I thought that I'm not afraid of something this big. But when I see a water bug that looks like a roach, or I see a fucking mouse, I scream like a maniac. Like I have a phobia of it. Okay, Dustin, that's good. Thank you. So
I would have just thrown one of the cats in there and like, you're not coming out until that mouse is gone.
I'm telling you, man. Meow Meow, the one we had for 14 years, she catches them, fucks with them, cuts their heads off, fucks with them some more, then eats them down to the bone.
Wow.
Yeah, but I gotta go. Dustin. Well, I'll be back at 5 your time. I'll be back at 6 my time.
All right.
If you want to come back.
I'm gonna try to hop back on, but if I don't, I'll catch you next time.
I will. Thank you for coming on.
All right. Bye.
Dustin. I will message you on Instagram.
All right.
And bye.
Bye.
Say bye, everybody. I'm gonna put your channel in there too. Make sure you guys Q and G said. What's your channel? D&D?
Q and DJ.
Q and DJ. That's right. That's why I was wrong. Okay, I'll make sure I put it in there. I will see you guys at 5.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. I'm ending my stream. I love y'all. Thanks for listening. I got my Krista back. I feel like I will do my little Valentine's Day thing. And Dustin, I will message you on Instagram. I will send you the stream, and I will see you guys at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 Dustin's time, which is not California time zone. Or what did I call it? I loved you thank you for coming up. Please go to Q and DJ's channel. There's her link right there. Click on her name and you'll go right to her channel. Please do. They're fucking cool as fuck. And she's down to earth as fuck too. That's why I like her coming up here and talking. But I will be back. Yes, Dustin, we have some shit to talk about because I aired my grievances today, and I'm gonna have to get your opinion on what you think because my tussle. Yeah, I'm gonna have that just now. Oh my god. I have a narrow esophagus, remember? I have that problem, I have a narrow esophagus. All right, I love you all.